Yo, 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 Zap, PB Powell, Shamu, the killer whale. Shamu, how you feeling about this logo, man? You're looking cooler than ever, buddy. You are looking cooler than ever. Minka, yo, yo. Random picks? Random picks? What is random about these picks? Nothing random about these picks. Talking about random. We got Knife versus the Ninja Monkey. We got the Killer Whale versus the Smoke Man. It's pretty straightforward. At the border crossing, that's a good time for Red Alert 2. Woo! The Ninja Monkey himself in the house. Ready to rock and roll. Ready to put on a freaking show for us. I almost said fucking, but I'm trying to swear less. Polier. Yo, yo, yo. Oh yeah, I feel like we had a plan for a swear jar, didn't we? Knife, yo, yo. All right, guys, we got a crazy day. So we got these guys playing, and then right after that, we got another group playing. So this is the group coming up right after these guys. So we got two groups. In this group, we got... What do you mean, what's this, Polier? Clearly, we have Zed, the Algerian warrior. We have Abdo the Shadow. We have Osama the Dragon. We have Snark the Ninja. We have Drunk Master the Drunk Master. Oh, guess the icons. That'd have been funny. I used AI to come up with Abdo's name. Abdo, A-B-D-O. It's like... What is this dude's nickname? I said, we need a cool nickname for Abdo that rhymes. And ChatGPT said, Abdo the Shadow. I said, you know what, ChatGPT? I freaking love that. Abdo the Shadow is perfect. Abdo the Shadow. Except Zed? You don't like Zed's? I know, Zed's isn't that great. Okay, Zed calls himself the Owl. Maybe we should make him a new owl icon. That might be better. In chat, Zed's always making he's always using owl gifs. Bonesaw will always be the best. Berg's back. Berg just disappears randomly. It's so weird. Berg. I think it's because Berg doesn't get paid to be here, but we expect him all to work full time. It's kind of weird. He thinks he can just randomly disappear for a few days and live his life. It's like, dude, what the hell? Berg's back. Now nothing can stop us. Alright, alright, this is the owl. This is the owl. The owl's color scheme is kind of similar to the shadow, though. That's not great. Should we make him a green owl? He could be a green owl. Let's make him a green owl. That'll be good. Abdo the Abolisher? It's pretty good. Alright, I think this is better for Zed. Yeah, Snark does some crazy things. The new the map preview, I know all the players are complaining about it. The map preview is crazy. Like I mean, that's one of those things where you're like, how is that even possible? You know, that Snark was able to make code for that. It doesn't even make sense. Like Snark's one of those guys where it's like you give him an instrument, he can play any other instrument. You give him a tuba, he can play a piano. No one knows how he does it. This is a regular stream time for me. It's 11 a.m. They belong in the League of Legends. Good. I'm trying to get the younger kids interested. That's exactly what I'm going for. All right, I think Zed's owl is much better. Oof, that doesn't look good. Path's not here. Alright, the other icons are looking pretty good. The only one that doesn't really fit is Drunk Master, but also his nickname that he gave himself also doesn't fit, so it's not really my fault. Yeah, these are looking pretty fresh. This is exactly what we need to take over the world. All right. So, Pat's never going to leave us. Pat loves us. You guys, I don't want to jinx it. But I'm feeling like the old days. We got a bunch of people in here playing best of one. We got a brand new map. It's really small, so we're going to have nonstop action. And Snark's coming in the booth to hang out with me. I feel like it's my birthday. I feel like I've done something tremendous to be rewarded with such an incredible amount of entertainment. I was gonna Google something else. I forgot what. Shamu, you're from the OG days. I remember streaming. Me and Doof streamed one of Shamu's first tournaments. I had to travel for a wedding. I was like in the lobby of a random hotel commentating with Doof. Okay. I was going to Google something. What do you think I was gonna Google? Something. Can't remember. Something. I literally had no idea why you guys were talking about Paf. Paf's not playing the first game. The first game's Knife versus Woo. Woody, I think Woody actually retired for good. I believe. Oh, I don't have the multi-stream on. All right, YouTubers, if you said anything, I totally missed it. You got it, YouTubers, if you said something, you got to say it again. Yeah, Woody was fun. Woody, I gave up on Woody a long time ago. He wouldn't really play show matches. Like, he was so stubborn about what he would play. I mean, well, it's my own fault. I got him on here one time to play Blitz, and then Kian beat him, and then he never talked to me again. This is Blitz. Woo, how you feeling? You taking this one home? You gonna win your group, Ninja Monkey? It's funny. I was like, Woo, and I was like, what is Woo's nickname? And I was like, Woo. And then I clicked in his profile. It said Ninja Monkey. I said, hey, that's fun. Ninja Monkey was a joke. Well, of course it's a joke. Of course you don't seriously call yourself Ninja Monkey. Alright, what movie is this from? I wish to call on Anne. Well, of course you call yourself a man. What's that from? Alright, Woo, Knife, get in here. Let's go. We got like semi-pro first, and then we got pro. So we got two different groups today. This is the semi-pro group running first, and then we got a pro group running after. You want to save this one for a good meal? Yeah, we still do the tier. We still do the divisions as well. But the divisions go up to semi-pro and pro. The Brutal AI is funny. Well, I think that's people are funny too because a lot of times they play Brutal AI on the fastest game speed, which is insane, and they're like, "Man, Brutal AI is sure hard." It's like, yeah, the fastest game speed is nuts. Nova, yo yo, Zed, yo yo. The sub coming in, Whitechapel with the sub. Thanks, buddy.
Who's ready for a party?
A party. I was just saying that, man. I feel like it's my birthday. I can't believe this. We got you in here. We got a bunch of players. I'm excited, Snark. I'm excited.
Love it. Love it.
Are you in here?
I am now. The lobbies are starting to load now. Hopefully your game will appear
You like
momentarily.
You like that positive way I said that? Hey, are you in here? Because obviously I know you're not in the lobby already. Woo,
Yeah.
Woo and Knife ready to rock and roll. And yes, guys, I know you're wondering. You guys love listening to Snark's voice, but in fact, you do also get to see him play. We got 2 groups today. We got semi-pro going first. We got pro going second.
Give me a high five, comrade.
High five from Yuri already. Someone triggered the high five from Yuri. What a day to be alive. All right. Damn, this ping is worrying me a bit.
What's the ping looking like? Why isn't your game appearing? One second. Let's.
Oh no, I'm not locked.
No, still just loading games. Weird. Okay.
Yeah.
How's it going, guys in chat? We got Minka. We got Kate. Wow, we got all the cool kids in here, Ivor.
All the cool kids showed up. They knew. Yeah, Wednesday's the new day. Wednesday's new. The weekends, people got stuff going on. All right.
Exactly.
Boom, boom. Ooh, you have a nice ping.
We got great players. We got a night full of events. I got a big jug of coffee here, some snacks. Dude, I'm gonna have a great night tonight.
Yes, I love that jug of coffee. What time is it for you?
It's 9 p.m.
Okay. Well, that's what you need for Blitz. I like it. All right, let's run it here. Knife's ping is scaring me. Well, let's run it. Cross our fingers.
Snurk and Snork. Snork. What do you think?
I don't know. I kind of like Snurk. There's kind of a little ring to it. All right, let's see here, boys. Cross your fingers. Oh, okay. We got the map preview coming in. This is Snark's new code. As an observer, it's not as useful. As a player, I think it's great. All right, here we go. Red Alert 2 World Series. And we have a full day event of Blitz action coming at you guys. Round robin style tournament. We got 4 semi-pro players here in the first group. 1 player walking home with the cash prize. And then we got a second group. The pro players coming up right after that. 5 players also running BO1 round robin. Fast-paced, close-quarter combat. 1 person walking away from that pro division with a cash prize as well. Snark in the booth. Snark actually playing in the second group, but here in the first group, we're starting off with Woo in red, bottom side, Knife, yellow, top side. I feel like Woo's the guy. I feel like he's been up and coming for a while, Snark. I think today's his day.
Dude, Woo has been getting insanely good at Blitz, no question about it. We're a much more classic map here, classic Blitz map, one screen map fits all. You know, we're gonna have some quick action, exciting games here. I love these cliffs at the edge of the bridges. Like, park some GIs there. Holy moly!
And Polier, the master map maker himself, came up with this one. He's been cranking out so many maps, keeping things fresh for us. And yeah, he took a little step back to kind of the OG days of Blitz, where everything for a long time, guys. If you don't remember, maybe 2 years of Blitz, I said the maps had to fit on one screen. And yeah, he's gonna drive the rhinos right in. He spreads out the conscripts, but yeah, Woo a little late with his own tanks. Does thin out those conscripts a little bit, so now a conscript advantage for Knife. But yeah, there's some interesting little things here, and like you said, you know what? I think a V3 rocket on the end of that bridge could be fun.
Absolutely, a V3 rocket. Yeah, and there's this forward oil here that's kind of exposed. I like that. That's gonna force players to defend that, and we see Woo taking advantage, going around. Knife a little bit late to respond, but still gonna be able to defend. Woo's not gonna get any value there. And Woo is completely broke. Not sure what he did with his eco. He's on 2 war factories. Knife went up to 2 war factories a little bit later, but look at the eco difference there.
Yeah, he's on 2 war factories. There's another oil. So yeah, now you'll see. So yeah, Knife did have 1 oil advantage there for a minute, and now Yeah.
He still has an oil advantage. Yeah, he's ahead in oil. He built that second war factory a little bit later, and he killed those conscripts that Wu had to replace. And Knife has just been handling his economy much better, giving Knife a huge advantage here. He's pushing forward. Wu's in trouble now, bunkering up.
Yeah, it's a good defensive pivot there, but these kind of games, guys, on these small maps, and I love this this center feature here. I think giving the attacker the higher ground advantage for so long in Blitz, that was always the goal. Was don't encourage camping, give the aggressor the advantage, and now being able to post up on the higher ground here and be shooting down on your opponent as you come into their base is a huge advantage. And Wu going to try to fight fire with fire, still going broke as he brings out another war factory. Yeah, his build just a little bit off here. And now obviously juicing these bunkers, taking some money as well. Those bunkers will help that right side so he can play off the left, but it's hard to say. A position like this can just kind of keep going from bad to worse.
Yeah. So 7 oils is exactly enough to stay in perfect balance when making from 3 war factories. The problem is Knife had more eco. Wu now finally, his eco starting to go up. He's now teching up, has a radar out. Knife going for the 4th, 5th war factory now. Wu going for radar instead.
Yeah, we're going to try to switch over to tech. I mean, that's kind of what you got to do once you get behind in the War Factory game. Try to get over to tech, mix things up. Desos try to clear things out. Obviously, that's the way to do it, but yeah, just can definitely be tough here. Yeah, in Blitz, something weird happens too with your economy. If you get a little bit off, you can't just have a perfectly dialed in build. If you get a little bit off, once you go broke in Blitz, terrible things start to happen. You need to pause all of your stuff and you need to kind of get back to an equilibrium, or you just keep going broke over and over and over. Desolator's is on the left side. He's going to take a bite on the right side, gets a power plant, and catches Knife sleeping. These small maps, when you first see them, you think, oh, what could really happen here? But I love it. These guys have so much going on. There's still these little hit and runs, but gets caught in that bottleneck.
Yeah, and Knife not willing to push bottom. He didn't want to go into 2 bunkers and desolators, and a huge desolator from Wu. Shaolin showing us how it's done here, but the tank advantage is still Knife's, and it might not be enough.
He needs to keep kiting with these tanks. He probably needed to switch over to drones. The Desos, maybe over to drones and Desos. He needs to keep kiting with the tanks. He has a super Iron Curtain coming, but he's just, yeah. I mean, that's how you fight off the ropes. When you're down tanks, that's what you do. But he was just so out tanked. It would have been tough.
Yeah, absolutely, and a very, very good defense there from Wu. Unfortunately, was not enough. Facing off 5 war factories versus 3 while being behind on tanks to begin with gives Knife the first win, and a beautiful game out of both of these players.
Yeah, well played. Yeah, tough. Get a little bit behind, especially on these small maps. There's so much less forgiveness when you get behind. It's so much harder to pull things off.
Yeah. So that eco thing you were talking about, what happens is when you go broke, your buildings stop building, obviously. So then your next oil builds slower than the opponent's next oil, right? Because it keeps getting stuck, and then you're falling further and further behind. Often, what you want to happen is you want to maybe stop their tank production for a second, make sure you get that extra oil out, and then resume your tank production, just to make sure you're not hitting broke constantly.
Yeah, you really have to, and you can't just not. You kind of have to get yourself a little bit of savings. You got to get a couple thousand in the bank, and then try to get something going. Yeah, it's really tough. You guys spawned the fire, Yuri. Okay, the next team up, you guys should know, but I'm trying to get the unit counter going, but my quick match is not working. Have you been on quick match today? Quick match is bugging for some reason.
I did not go on quick match today. QN versus Marco?
No, that's not right.
Clickbait.
Yeah. All right. All right, guys. So point number 2 here. Point number 2.
We're doing our fast best of 5s, right?
No, it's BO1s.
BO1s?
It's round robin. I posted these rules, Snark. Okay.
I know. I didn't read them.
Shamu versus...
Wait, and you get to choose your faction? Faction?
Yeah, you got to pick the faction.
Got it.
DJ with the follow, is Stone with the follow. All right, Shamu and Smoke Man. Get in here, boys. Shamu's already here. He's hungry. Love that.
I'm just showing you how confident I am, Ivan. I don't need to read the rules.
Yeah, start to snarp. Read the rules. Psh. Psh.
Who am I facing? Just the top Blitz players like Zed and Abdo? Easy.
I know, Snark. You don't even ask. I'll just throw you in the group. I feel like oh yeah, so here's the dilemma is that look at that LA tunnel for me. Oh man, 25 ping? Amazing. Wow, your
Damn.
LA is not too bad either. So Fortune Chaos has took their tunnels down, so now it's like there's a lot of guesswork involved here these days.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah, LA 25 ping. I wonder what's the record. Like, what's the lowest ping anyone has ever had?
Someone who has it in their own house, that's the question. Like is it just one?
Yeah. So wait, so now it's Shamu versus
Shamu versus J Smoke, and I feel like J Smoke. I feel like yesterday J Smoke was drunk and signed up for this and is now not here. Knife, why don't you hop back in and we'll run Knife versus Shamu, and we'll see.
Lloyd says he's down to sub if you're missing anyone.
Oh yeah, we could throw. I wonder if Lloyd, yeah, Lloyd could be in this group actually. Let's run Knife versus Shamu, and
All
yeah,
right.
yeah, let's run Knife versus Shamu.
Let's get Knife back in here. You should be scared, Zed. You're going down.
Lloyd,
Void will fill the void.
Lloyd, we could definitely be taking you up on that.
Minka with witty comments as per usual.
Yeah. All right. So, Shamu. Oh yeah, Worm's Rule's looking fresh. Look at those green pings. Worm's Rule must be like one of your neighbors, Snark. 66.
It's gotta be, right? Yeah.
Okay. So now.
Gotta be somewhere close. Yeah, you know, I've never deeply understood the whole thing. Like, obviously, we all know that the web is connected by underwater cables, you know, interoceanic cables that just cross the seas. And you'd love to wonder, like, how are those mapped out that, like, longer distances give better pings versus not necessarily shorter distances better pings, because it all depends on these cables and how they're connected and what's direct and what's not direct.
It's kind of it really, yeah, it's one of those things that like you take a step far enough back, it makes sense, and then all of a sudden you think about it and you're like, wow, this makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Shamu in red, Knife in yellow. Knife could be the man to beat. He's looking tough, that's for sure. Let's see if Shamu the killer whale. Knife, dude, really? You don't even have a good ping for Worms Rules? Where do you live?
Knife is in Pakistan, if I'm not mistaken. So you have the DEs, you have sometimes the CNC in Europe one is often good.
I feel like Worms Rules, though, is the move, right? He said done. Okay, all right, let's see if he... All right. Oh, yeah, the prediction.
Was he admitting?
Yeah, is he
Oh, God, Knife.
God, he's just terrible spelling. Okay. Oh, yeah, the prediction. I forgot we did the prediction one. So the prediction would have been... who won the last one? Do you remember what color they would have been?
I believe Knife was red.
Player defeated.
Prediction. Caleb got the prediction correct. Caleb, we're spinning the wheel for you. We got a lot of wheel spins today. Caleb wins a high five, and we got another prediction up. Another prediction up. Type red or yellow in the chat. See who you think's going to win here. We got Shamu, the killer whale, in red top left, facing off against Knife in yellow bottom right. Here's the question. Who is brave enough to go allied on this map, Snark? Are we going to see some allied out of you?
For sure. Only allied, man.
Okay, I like to hear that. You know, I saw a fun mechanic the other day. The BF can squash a demo truck without the demo truck exploding. Did you know that?
No kidding. I actually did not know that.
It's kind of fun. Everyone's always like, oh, the demo trucks are OP. What do? You go eat them with the BFs. Duh. Problem solved. Hungry hippos.
I'm still my favorite is going to be like sniping it with an eagle as it's exiting your opponent's war factory and blowing up his own base, but...
That's ideal. Okay, so here's the question. Shamu's been around for a while. Now, Shamu's a heavy underdog in this group, and I think Knife is one of the higher... I think Shamu's probably one of the lower rated players in the group, and Knife one of the higher rated. Now, Shamu's a good player. He plays a lot. He's been around for a while. The question is, I don't know. It's just so tough because he can't really go apples to apples. You know, I don't like this for him, like tank for tank. I'd like to see him try to mix and match a little bit. Ooh, that sentry on the cliff, that's going to get some annoying chip damage. But I do like him kind of dangling a little bit downfield. But I'd like to see him, I don't know. We'll see. Killer Whale, let's see what he does.
Oh, nice control. Needs to get out of there. That one tank, though, getting caught. Oh! Tried to fix it there, and then he just eats. Oh, God.
And the
that's
fodder.
That's just painful.
Yeah, fodder. Yeah, okay. Okay. I liked the I liked the courage. I like the courage that he had there.
Ivor always fighting the bright side, and his tanks were a little far back there, and with all these conscripts on his front door, there's nothing he can do to engage this. He's going to go around and try to get some sort of value on a trade and run with his MCV to try and make the game last just a little bit longer here so that he could get the value he needs out of the trade. The problem is he only has 5 tanks downfield, and the drones are already coming out. 2 of those tanks are drones. No war factories left, only the MCV and a barracks left alive.
I like the MCV. I like the MCV running though. I like that. I like to see people go down swinging. All right.
And now it's a game of tag, and there we go. Knife takes it. Wow. You weren't kidding when you said Knife was looking strong.
I know. I haven't seen him in a while. But yeah, apparently Knife Smoke is something different these days. All right, so Knife taking home a couple wins. Lloyd, you are in for J Smoke. J Smoke's icon was so cool. All right, Lloyd, you're in. So come in here and
so he's gonna play. Woo, right?
I guess we could run his yeah, let's get Woo back in here. Let's run Woo versus Lloyd.
Woo versus Lloyd. Yeah. So listen, Woo was looking good that first game versus Knife. His only problem was handling the eco just a little bit better. Lloyd's not even joking. What's the password?
Lloyd doesn't even know the path. This is actually, I think Lloyd. This is actually fair. I think Lloyd's a scary guy. I think this is kind of fair that he's kind of showing up here, and who knows if he's been drinking and stuff. That hopefully will even it out a little bit. I feel like Lloyd only plays like every 3 months now, but he does usually win semi-pro when he plays. So
yeah, Lloyd is absolutely no joke. The guy's a beast, and he's gonna do what you wanted, Ivor. You wanted to see some allied action.
Ooh.
Lloyd's gonna give it to you. One of the best GI.
Let's see.
Rushers on the planet.
Let's see it.
Indeed. So Woo was doing good that first game. He had a bit of issues with eco management, something Knife did a much better job at.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if he's able to fix that issue.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, I mean, certainly the economy matters. And again, like we said on these smaller maps, there's just so little time to adjust once you get behind. Let's see. All right, so we got Woo in yellow. We got Lloyd in red. Okay. Oh, this says BO1 or BO7. That's not right. God. Can you imagine how confused the YouTubers are? BO7. Dude, I forgot. Remember we used to do these every week, these little single-day events? We used to do those. We did those for a while.
Yeah, man. It was good fun.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Does Lloyd have rust, or is he on fire? I mean, if he was... there's 2 options. When Lloyd says, hey, sub me in. It either means he's drunk or he's on fire.
Yeah. That's absolutely right. Yeah, one or the other. Lloyd's either really feeling it or he's just been drinking. But Lloyd is going to step in here and fill in for J Smoke. All right, so let's get it going. So let's get another prediction up. Type red or yellow. Woo, the Ninja Monkey bottom right, facing off against Lloyd the Lion top left. Lloyd going allied here and expect to see the Lion's GIs. That's what he's known for. And I mean, and you gotta love this center feature for a bundle of GIs coming off that little hill. Could create a lot of problems.
Holy moly, absolutely. This map is GI Candyland right here. And we're actually not seeing him go a crazy amount of GIs,
Wow.
just a bit spread around for defense and anti-scouting. Wu did get a good scout all over Lloyd's base. Now the Grizzlies come pumping out, and we're not seeing it often. We see SVS, the crazy amount of conscripts, not seeing that here versus the allied player. Doesn't feel like it's worth it.
Yeah, it does really change that game. That new conscript meta for Soviet players. I kind of do like the early game, the conscripts, but yeah, versus the GIs, you really won't get much out of it. So Wu gonna try to be the aggressor here. I'd love a pillbox up on that hill. I think we already saw that. I saw that from Knife. It can be right there. It's gonna chip away throughout the game, get good value. One Rocketeer to chip away. It's gonna force Wu to get a flag track out. And now got just 5 GIs. Oh, now a Desolator. Oh, but the Rocky, very nice micro there from Lloyd.
Ooh,
Now the flag track.
yeah, the Deso's getting so much more value on Wu's own tanks, and I love this out of Lloyd. He's a few GIs, 1 Rocketeer, one Eagle, snipes a flag track. He's a bit of everything, and his eco is perfect, Ivor. Perfect.
Yeah, he's playing this like a fiddle right now. That Eagle taking out the flak track, the Rocky taking the Deso. A lot of art being made here from Lloyd. And as we get to the 2-minute mark, yeah, Lloyd getting all of his toys out, and Wu no value so far. Got to have those tanks at least in his face. You got to at least be presenting a target for him. And the Eagles get another flak track.
Indeed. A nice Deso defense here against the paradrop. So Wu still on top of his game, watching, noticing everything. 3 Eagles out now for Lloyd, and a sniper in an IFE to counter these Desolators.
Yeah. Oh, and the sniper. Yup. And yeah, Lloyd doing work right now. You could try to put some walls here, but I think even if you had walls, actually, the elevation, the sniper would be shooting over it. Yikes.
4 Eagles coming to take out a power plant. Only one of them goes down, probably putting him on low power again. And Lloyd's tank numbers are rising. 2 war factories out for the allied player. Now 2nd war factory coming out for the Soviet player, but he's low power.
I'm not sure what he's trying to do with these Desolators, but he's going to get an elite IFV if he's not careful. He does not want to give Lloyd an elite IFV. Also doesn't want to drive into those GIs. If I were Wu, I don't know. Send the Rhinos downfield, try to Deso bomb, but Wu, I'm not sure what he's just kind of sitting around for. I mean, obviously I know he's trying to get Deso bombs and stuff going, but he doesn't want to just sit back and get picked apart here either.
No, he definitely doesn't want to sit back, especially not when you're sitting on 15k. Both of these players rich as hell. Now Lloyd with double airports out, and yeah, 5 Eagles take out an oil.
Yeah, the double AFCs now, so now he really can't afford to sit back. He could, we don't see it as much from these kind of semi-pro players, but Wu could have 8 flat cannons. He has nuclear reactor now. He's got 15k. His defensive tab should be spamming flat cannons right now, and that'd be a very different game, because even if Lloyd has enough money to rebuild the Eagles, he needs to shoot them all down each time. Does lose the IC and forces the unpack on the MCV, which is annoying. Gonna be really difficult for Wu to get. Oh, and the cannon comes out. I forget we added that a few months ago in Blitz. The allied players can build 1 grand cannon. It does have a shortened range, about half the range of normal. Oh, the elite IFV is out on the backside. Deso bomb in.
Ooh, but he gets much more of his own tanks than Lloyd thinks. He's diving for the MCV. He's gonna get it, but he lost his entire army in the process. Not sure it was worth it. A decent 2nd Desolator attack here. The MCV still undeployed, and another war factory almost going down to the Eagles. Does save it. The IC went down to the Eagles previously. Rocketeer's now coming in to get some value. Let's not forget this elite IFV could come in and snipe some stuff. That's exactly what it's doing right now. Cleans up the rest of the army, but this army is hurt. He needs NGs and those IVs to start repairing now.
And now Lloyd is out in MCV, and Lloyd did go low power for a second, so that was a heads up from Wu. He did get him to go low power, forced Lloyd to sell that Grand Cannon. Now you can see the Prism Tower is spinning, so he's back online. Crazier things have happened, Snark, than a comeback from Wu right now. And a Force Shield comes out, and now Wu with that MCV dive, Wu can chill, Snark. I mean, he could definitely do this.
Yeah, Wu should go all in defensive. Get some drones to counter that elite IFV for sure.
Yeah, good call.
Definitely, he could chill. He could just chill and build up and build defenses. Now the sniper's coming in. Lloyd gonna try and come in for a counteroffensive. Eagles in the air again. Let's see what value they can get.
Oh, I thought that was going to get a 2-pack. Wow, it did. Oh, one of the Kamikaze Eagles, I think, took out that second War Factory. I think the initial explosion didn't. That gets a 2-pack on the War Factory. That's exactly what he wants. And I'd love to see Wu, if I were Wu, and I'm not necessarily the best tactician. If I were Wu, I'd be over to drones. Because it's like, all you have to do is stay alive. The longer this game goes, the more it's going to be in your favor. Get over to drones, dude. Catch your breath. Build 1,000 flak cannons. Get over to drones and just take a breath. He's got a ton of Desos here, which are going to help in this attack. It's going to force. It's going to make Lloyd stutter step a little bit. He's got an IC, but
yeah. I would go for flag cannons over Tesla coils. Definitely some drones would be nice here. The Eagles coming in for another strike, going straight for the IC. Oh. Wow, they got their shot off and then died straight into it.
All of them. Yeah,
they actually got that IC. That was crazy.
Lloyd's got the kamikaze pilots. He must be a good leader. He's got people dedicated to his cause. Oh, the elite IFV goes.
Throws away the elite IFV to a split. He didn't notice that. That hurts.
Yeah, that elite IFV was kind of the ace in the hole for him there. That was definitely one of the nice things he had going for him. Now, you know, Lloyd needs, you know what? Lloyd should get 3 or 4 sniper IFVs because Lloyd's got the tanks right now. And Wu just gives a few rounds. Lloyd's got the tanks. So if Lloyd was able to clear out these Desolators, these Grizzlies could get something done. And now a nuke comes out, so Wu making it very clear what his strategy is, which is I'm gonna nuke you to death because I'm up in MCV. Okay.
Indeed. Deso's a little bit out of position. A bit of a traffic jam there, but Lloyd not taking advantage, not getting any value. The Eagles coming in again. Gonna go for the nuclear power plant. Force shield pops off really nice there out of Wu.
And gets
heads up play
8.
there. And, huge Deso deploy there. Rocketeers coming in. This elite Rocketeer, very annoying. Melts those Desolators. Flak Tracks coming in to defend. And Lloyd not really able to gain any ground.
Zed calling this one for Lloyd. What do you think here? I don't see this going in Lloyd's direction. I don't see this one going.
Yeah, what? Zed? Zed's trolling, boys. Zed's trolling in chat right now.
Yeah, he
with the nuke out and
yeah,
okay, nice Desos there again, denying the Grizzlies to just push in
and cleans up the snipers. You know, I feel like Lloyd isn't quite defending his snipers. Like there was a moment there where I feel like Lloyd could have sniper IFV'd a few when he had that massive tank advantage. Now his tank advantage has kind of dwindled a little bit.
Yeah, he's facing 7 war factories.
Oh yeah.
Definitely dwindled.
Yeah, I feel like he's fallen behind. Oh really? It's 2 to 7 war factories. Yeah, that'll do it. Another nice Deso hit.
Yeah. Woo, why aren't you Okay. Lloyd going back. Desos to defense. Nothing he can do here, and now Wu can start getting value on Lloyd's base.
Yeah.
So Zed, Lloyd wins, huh?
Yeah.
These Desos, dude. Wu has been using these Desos really well.
Yep.
They have just been getting value all day long.
And you really got to give it to Lloyd there. I mean, you love a fight like that. You love, I mean, you know, from a game design perspective, you know, you don't want to have like, you know, like in Mario Kart, as soon as you get in last place, you get lightning. If you're in first place, you get a banana. So it's like the most severe catch-up mechanic of all time, and it almost decentivizes being ahead. But you love a game where if you play it good, you get ahead. But even when you're behind, there's always little things you can do. And I love that Wu, I mean, you go back and watch this game, Wu had this game lost, but he made it downfield. He dove on that MCV, and then he pulled back, turtled up, nuked up, made it happen.
Yeah, Lloyd was definitely ahead. That MCV snipe, Lloyd didn't take advantage of that. You know, Wu threw away his entire army at that point. Lloyd should have sent 2 groups of tanks, one to the right, one to the bottom. Come in with a pincer movement there, and he would have dove on buildings. He definitely could have at least gotten the MCV and evened out the playing field, but he probably could have gotten more value there. But I think we should concentrate on the important thing, Ivor, which is giving Zed a hard time for calling this wrong.
Oh, Zed, that making absolutely no sense. Come on, Zed, we've talked about this, buddy. You're the owl now. You have a new icon. The owl should not be wrong like that. Tommy, you get a wheel spin. You got a prediction right. I love hard workers. I love hard workers. What would possess someone to make? Oh, Tommy, you get $5, buddy. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Message me on Discord to get your $5. And
Let's go, Tommy.
I love hard workers. See what you get, buddy. You get nothing. I love your name. It's very democratic of you. I love hard workers. Imagine that. Like, what do you want your nickname to be? I love hard workers. Cool. I mean, hey, I've heard worse nicknames, that's for sure. All right. Lloyd staying in here. We got the killer whale here to take a bite out of him. Lloyd, Lloyd, tough loss there. Tough loss.
Tough loss. I mean, he was doing phenomenal. What a perfect opening for Lloyd there. He really, really has that dialed in. The GIs for extra defense. Then he groups them up, brings them in. 1 Rocketeer, 1 Eagle, getting value, coming in and out, using that sniper. A phenomenal opening, a bad late game.
Yeah. But well played. Hey, yeah, I mean, that's you love to kind of see that the players who don't get too down on themselves. I mean, Wu's position there. I've seen players quit. I've seen players quit out of games like that. You know, you get down by that much, and especially when you have, especially with an allied player. Sometimes when a player is playing really good, there's like that feeling of annoyance. Like when in that last game for Lloyd, like when his Rocky took the Deso, then his Eagle took the flak. There's that kind of frustrating element to it that can be really demoralizing. I like that Wu kept his guard up, made it happen. So now we got Lloyd versus Shamu. Lloyd again playing allied top left. Shamu yellow bottom right. Prediction up. Type red or yellow in the chat if you're here on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you don't get to participate, but we still love you. You should come over to Twitch though. It's free. It's easy. It's awesome. I normally stream over there, but I have been streaming on both lately. Anyway, type red or yellow in the chat. Let's see how you guys are feeling about it. Snark, what do you think? Lloyd got the juice for this?
Well, he's doing the very different opening this time, directly opening with AFC. He has 2 Rocketeers and an Eagle out, no War Factory, and he's going a second oil before War Factory. This is a very, very interesting opening here for Lloyd. Let's see how he handles these rhinos that are going to be coming in with the early pressure. What is his target here? Flak track is out. No flak cannon out yet, which is what you want to do as soon as the allied player opens up like this. 1 Eagle getting microed out, taking out that flak track. Second Eagle coming in for the second flak track.
I don't like
it.
I don't like the flak track dance. I think a player like Lloyd, he even if this little aerial gambit to open Rockies and Eagles, it's a little bit different. But at the end of the day, he's looking to get value from the skies. You got to go flak cannons. Go flak cannons. Put up a nice wall, especially on a small map like this. Those flak cannons are going to be chipping away all game long, making them pay the toll. The flak track dance is just so tough. Just so tough.
Absolutely. And now let's see how Lloyd responds to these rhinos coming in. First Eagle misses his target on the flak track there. Second Eagle didn't click it correctly. So hard to click those flak tracks when they're moving. 2 more flak tracks now joining the fray. And from the cliff, you could definitely get the AFC here. Only 3 Grizzlies. Rocketeer should be rushing in there to help as the conscripts come in as well. This is a multiple-pronged attack here from Shamu, but he rushes right into the pillbox, throws away a rhino. And the conscripts just ran through Lloyd's base, throwing everything away. There was potential there, Ivor, but Shamu threw it away.
I feel like we're watching like a master, like a baker, like an apprentice baker who's been an apprentice under like a really top level chef, and he's in the kitchen and he knows what he's doing and he's got good knife skills and he's chopping up things and he's putting things together and he's moving quick and he's got the rhythm, but then all of a sudden all the ingredients just get dropped right at the end and you're like, oh, you were so close. And really, I think all Shamu needs is another 6 months of fire-hardened experience in top-level gameplay. But he's got all the ingredients, Snark. He's got the ingredients. He's just not quite baking the cake.
Absolutely. Exactly that. Lloyd going in here with the GIs and the tanks, getting good value there. Definitely a good trade for Lloyd. These flak tracks taking on a pillbox, not sure about that. And still the offensive value here for Shamu. He still has map control. He still has the War Factory advantage, but Lloyd is teched up. The longer this goes on, the worse it's going to be for him.
Yeah, the tech is an issue. Shamu's over to radar now. Shamu's 6K in the bank. Both players okay on money. And yeah, and I like this though for Shamu. You know, a lot. You've talked to this before. I'm the kind of player when I'm playing someone who's better than me, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna spam Desos and drones, and it's like, and I'm just playing a game called like Tread Water Till I Drown. I like that Shamu is like, no, I'm not gonna, like, I'm gonna play my game, even if it's not gonna work. Like, even if these engagements aren't in my favor, I'm gonna keep pressing. and I love it. I love the aggression out of it. He's going to gear up a Deso Bomb now. Lloyd's been doing such a good job of disrupting those Deso Bombs. Is there anything worse in this game than when you meticulously click 5 Desos, you get them all on the flak track, and then an Eagle hits it? So annoying. BF out now.
Yeah, BF double sniper and 3 GGIs. Love that out of Lloyd. That's going to help counter any type of Deso shenanigans, and a gap generator out for Lloyd as well in his base now. He's facing off 4 War Factories and an Iron Curtain, which means Lloyd is going to want to start getting offensive value ASAP. The question is, can he do it with just Mirages and 1 BF?
The BF snipers great counter obviously for Deso Bombs, which Shamu is still juicing up. Ooh, 2 oils and a War Factory, and that's exactly what Shamu did not want. As he starts to go broke here, he's going to feel that 2 oil loss. He's got an IC coming. It looks like Shamu going to try to take a base trade here, and again, just having a little issues with some of the pathing here. He's got the Deso Bombs on the backside. It's a little bit interesting. That BF.
Not sure about that. And yeah, one deploy, decent, but not enough.
Oh, hey, again, I'll tell you what. This kid's got all the ingredients. You know, he's got all the ingredients.
The Eagle's coming in. No, not enough air defense here for sure. And the force shield going on the... Okay, a War Factory. Not sure about that. The IC goes down, taking along an oil... Well, the oil goes down, taking along the IC with it. And now only 2 Desos to defend here. This BF sniper is just going to kill these Desos. And Shamu on a serious back foot right now.
Yeah, tough. Yeah, a few. I mean, you know what it is? It's misclicks. You know, in these kind of environments, and it's fun to you know, when you see a player like Shamu, a player who has this much less experience, that's what happens. These little tiny things, the way that his tanks are driving around cliffs and getting split up, and it makes you appreciate what it takes to really compete at the top level in this game. Meticulous unit management, babysitting every single one of your units. And then keeping up the macro on the back end as the Eagles now just have free reign. Nuke goes down.
Yeah, and Lloyd could end this right now. He has the army to do it, and that's exactly what he's going to do it. Shamu's going to try and defend with some demo trucks. Blows up his own War Factory, but does get 1 Mirage tank. So, don't know if that was quite worth it. Now spamming out the demo trucks. This 1 demo truck in the middle of his base, I don't like. Move that out of there before the Eagle comes in and snipes that. The BF cleaning up the demo trucks. Second demo truck coming around. What do you say, Ivor? Do you believe in this demo truck on left? Can it get value?
Let's go, boys. All right, he's got to micro it. Oh, he peels off a Mirage. If that demo truck could have just done a little bit more, could have been a bit of a comeback. And the Eagles... Yeah, Eagles doing work.
Going for the oils, trying to hit Shamu's economy now. This is going to catch up with him eventually. He is down oils, trying to tech up again, trying to push over the top left cliff next to that Grand Cannon again. No IC. Lloyd actually has a cross. Oh! Huge Deso Bomb right there. The force shield
and then his
Grand Cannon.
Again, the TT reinforcements coming through the backside. He quits out. Hey, go down swinging, boys. Shamu, nothing but pride in your heart today, buddy. Couple hard losses, but against players who are significantly higher ranked than you, making it happen, Shamu. Well played.
Yeah. Well, Lloyd is cooking today because holy, wow. Great game there out of Lloyd. Opening AFC and making it work. Really, really impressive.
Yeah, made it work. Yeah, Lloyd's looking good. All right, let's have Shamu stay. Let's have Wu come.
But Shamu, man. Shamu, like you said, man, he's got all the ingredients. He knows what every ingredient does. He just doesn't quite know how to put it all together to create the final product. But beautiful game there from Shamu as well. These players just keep getting better and giving us better and better entertainment.
Yeah, and it's fun. I think it's fun to see these up and coming players too. I mean because because it's an old game, you know, and it's like yeah, sure, we can watch Legend and Marco play best of 99, but I like that there's, you know, to have some fresh blood, some people in here, some names that people don't know, shaking and baking and learning things. I think it's really fun to see. So we have let's see who won that wheel spin. Meringue. All right, let's run this. Woo, red. Shamu, yellow. Meringue.
Meringue.
+5 on red and re. All right. Meringue, are you in here? Now you're rolling for 10 bucks, dude. Cross your fingers. Meringue now rolling for $10. Cross your fingers. You win nothing. But hey, you fought hard. Fought hard. All right, so here we go. Shamu versus Wu now. Shamu, the killer whale, top left. Wu, bottom right. Let's get those predictions in. How you guys feeling? Does Shamu... I think Shamu, you know, a killer whale like Shamu, it depends on the kind of creature you are. Some creatures, every time you get hit in the head, you get slowly concussed. You start making worse decisions. A whale actually gets better the more you hit him in the head. Battle hardened. The more Shamu loses, the more powerful he becomes. This is Shamu's game. I'm calling it. Shamu's going to take this one.
All right, I like that. I mean, a very precarious prediction here going up against Shaolin, who's proven himself quite apt today, but I'll take it, Ivor. I like it, playing the long odds. No, I'm joking. Yeah, Shamu actually very impressive gameplay. We will remember that Shaolin did beat Lloyd. Shamu failed to do so, but a very close and intense game, and Lloyd completely switched up strategies there, so you never know what Lloyd is going to do. Shaolin going for a bit more of an aggressive approach here. Shamu responding very well, and now bringing the conscripts right-hand side under the bridge. Shaolin moving his own conscripts to counter.
Yeah, I think what I like about Shamu is that he does this, you know, like when you start playing, as a player, you guys, you'll know the feeling a little bit more, some of you guys, if you guys haven't played, but there's this feeling of like, as you're moving the tanks around, you and your opponent kind of start making music together, and you'll start, and there's kind of this like little rhythm, and all of a sudden you're ahead, you take a beat forward, he gets ahead, he takes a beat forward, and there's just kind of back and forth against experienced players. Now, and what Shamu sometimes does is he just breaks the rhythm. Like all of a sudden you're like, okay, well he's out tanked on this side, so he's not going to do anything there. And then all of a sudden Shamu is just like Leroy Jenkins it and heads in, and that can kind of trip players up. You know, you get used to players always making the calculated decision, and then you get some fresh blood in here, and they can throw things off a little bit. So that's why I just like all I want is the underdog to win. I'll make up any story I can for the underdog to have the advantage. He takes out a sentry gun. I like that. I like that for Shamu.
Okay, decent take control for Shamu as well. Now he needs to be careful. This army of conscripts is bigger than his army of conscripts. This fight, well, there is a sentry gun there to help, and Shaolin decides to retreat. Didn't have the rhinos there to support, and Shamu's rhinos were right there. Both players should be on 3 war factories momentarily, and Shamu, hello. Okay, I mean. Wu decided not to push their interesting
free
choice.
Shot. Can play off the higher ground here, get some free shots from that cliff. He needs to be careful. He's out tanked, though. He gets caught shooting fodder for a moment, and now a big fodder disadvantage. Doesn't need to pull back. Sentries on the left. He's now over to drones. Drones for conscripts. Drones are about the only thing conscripts can handle. If you want to kill conscripts, do anything other than build drones.
Yeah, the cost ratio, like a drone will dive in, get 1, maybe 2 conscripts. Drones cost 500, conscripts cost 100 each. And oh, terrible take control for Shamu. Oh, that was painful to watch as Shaolin grabs the position.
Oof. And yeah, Wu up on that cliff now. Really, really nice playing that edge. Got to be careful, I think, building your base towards that. And Shamu goes for the base trade with the conscripts on the backside. Love that. Yeah, not going to work. Yeah, I think it's pretty tricky to build towards this cliff. You really want to, you really should build towards your oil, because if the attacker comes over this cliff, it's tough.
Absolutely, yeah. You gotta really be careful. Probably build more towards the back end, towards the ramp in the back of your base, rather than forward to the centerpiece, because that's just precarious.
Yep. Kloss, wheel spin. Kloss didn't believe in Shamu. Kind of breaks my heart. Kloss wins $5. Kloss, the person running the tournaments these days, keeping things alive. $5 in his pocket. You're $5 richer, Kloss. Okay. Shamu. Couple tough losses. Knife versus Lloyd. Okay, now let's look at this bracket here for a second. Let's look at this bracket. So, Knife has...
Knife has wait, Knife is the ninja monkey? No.
Knife is
the
the
guy
crazy
with the knife.
Hey, Snark trolling you guys. Snark is the crazy. Knife is the crazy guy with the knife. Now, when Knife and Lloyd play, if Lloyd wins, we get into a 3-way tie situation, which we do have time for, so I'm excited about that. Lloyd has to win this. If Knife wins this, he wins the bracket. Lloyd, the final line of defense. If Lloyd wins, then there's a 3-way tie between Wu, Knife, and Lloyd, which we will sort out in some sort of way. Okay.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Lloyd put on a clinic earlier, so This is going to be interesting. Knife, we were talking about since the beginning. You said he's become a very good player. Lloyd clearly came on fire today. So this should actually be a very good game.
Yeah, both these guys looking really, really tough. Lloyd's only loss on the day, that wild comeback from Wu. And stick around, guys. As a reminder, this was our semi-pro division. We got a pro division running today as well. We got Zed, the Owl, Abdo, the Shadow, Snark, the Ninja, Osama, the Dragon, Drunk Master, the Drunk Guy. Should be a good one. A lot of the names you guys maybe know a little more familiar with. But these guys put on a good show for us so far today.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ringo, just hit anyone up in the Discord. There's so many people there. There's channels specifically designed for new players. There's, you could open lobbies. So many ways for a new player to get started. I would also join Ivor's Discord for sure.
Yep,
a bunch of new players there.
Join the Discord. Yep, redalert2.com. Join the Discord. There's always, every month we have a group of new players we put together so they can get some games. Come join the fun. Come join the fun. All right. Knife in yellow. Let's put Lloyd.
Ooh, Legend likes the map.
Legend likes the map. That's all. That's the only reason we ever do it. That's why we all do it. Legend likes the map. Legend. Okay.
Absolutely.
Wait, I feel like where's my button? I feel like I used to have a button for this that was like that hyped people up when they fought hard and lost all their games. The man in the arena button. I used to have this whole thing I would hit whenever a player would come in and play a bunch of higher level players. All right, Shamu, I don't have the button. Anyway, you fought hard, buddy. You fought hard. I appreciate that. You know why? I think I have so much love for the underdogs because because here's what happens most of the time. I make the brackets, and the thing is that every time someone's like, people always say, oh, this guy, this guy's definitely better than this guy, and it's like, I separate them into groups, but of course, each group has a highest rated player and a lowest rated player, and the gap between those two is always going to be a gap. So anyway, the point is that as I make brackets, I make groups, we do what we can to get competitive games, there's always going to be a player that's the lowest ranked, and a lot of times that player whines a little bit and says, Ivor, I don't want to play, boo, woe is me. And I like Shamu said, I like the challenge. He grabbed his trident, he greased his fin and came in here and made things happen. All right, here we go. Snark, this is the one that matters. How we feeling? What do we know?
Well, like you said, the continuation of these games depends on this game. If Lloyd takes this one, then it's a three-way tie, which is, makes this game way more exciting here now. Lloyd has been on fire. Knife has been just dominating today. Let's see what Lloyd got. Didn't open with AFC this time around. Went to traditional War Factory opening. Knife already showing his aggression here.
Yeah, yep. Lloyd going to play this one a little more tried and true. Cast those votes, guys. If you're here on Twitch, type red or yellow in the chat. Let's see how you're feeling. Lloyd, the Lion, probably Elo, statistically, probably the favorite in this group, but did come off that loss to Wu, which means Knife, who was undefeated on the day. Yeah, that's exactly. If Lloyd wins this one, that three-way tie, which is going to get spicy, because three-way ties are always a little bit messy, and messy is always a little bit hype. And you see Lloyd paying a little bit more respect here to Knife. I think, some of these other games he got a little more wild, whereas he knows with Knife it's going to be a tit-for-tat kind of game, and he's playing things a little bit more game theory optimal here, as we do get a little bit of lag, which has bona fide the fact that Knife is, in fact, the lagger, because all of his games have lagged. See if we can fight through the lag, boys. Cross your fingers.
Yeah, just a tiny little lag spike there. Mostly clear sailing here. Knife staying in his base because of these two eagles. And look at Lloyd perfectly circling that flag track.
Yeah.
I love that.
And
he gets a rhino. Wow.
And that's a little fist pump moment there. The eagles hunting and then picking off a single rhino. You love to see it. Lloyd's got those dogs in front now. A defensive paradrop. Some interesting positions for paradrops on this map. You throw them in that corner, come down that cliff, you could make some crazy things happen, but Lloyd using them defensive here is a good idea because, yeah, nice got a scary rhino number. Oh, and Lloyd sees an opening.
Wow.
Oh, that was absolutely beautiful. As soon as Knife got his tank strung out, Lloyd was right there to pounce. Very nice.
Dude, Lloyd on point today. A little bit too heavy on the oils here. Lloyd, another oil? Okay, Lloyd wanting to be filthy rich here. He's gonna fall behind on the Rhino numbers, on the tank numbers if he's not careful. But these Eagles keep getting value, and Lloyd keeps taking good trades. Knife. Unable to respond.
I expect to see a Grand Cannon from Lloyd. I expect to see Prism Towers. What is the move here to have this many oils? You'd think he would be turtling in, but he's not really spamming on the defensive tab. I'd love to see a cannon right here off the edge of this cliff. Could actually be bombing Knife as he plays off the middle. Knife now going to take a bite. Cannon out now for Lloyd. Oh, it goes
nice
low power.
Defensive cannon.
Goes low power.
Wow.
Oh, that was
Nice defensive cannon there. Yeah, he needs to get power back up quickly.
okay. Now he's back online. Again, guys, only one Grand Cannon for the allied players, so you kind of have to pick and choose. Another defensive
Tank
pair.
numbers are scary. Yeah, definitely a good para drop there. Now double AFC. These Eagles are going to start sniping,
Yep.
but with this amount of Rhinos,
Oh,
I don't know. Lloyd playing the fodder so well and good value there, but needs to be careful here, Ivor. These are Rhinos.
yeah, and you know the Prism Tower's main weakness, obviously, it's a heavy damage per shot, but a slow cycle rate. So if there's fodder in there and the Prism starts shooting dogs, so Lloyd did a good job cleaning out those dogs to get that Prism Tower more value. And here comes this rush. Oh, and both players there, you saw there was a split second where both players pulled back there. Both players didn't think they had that fight. Of course, Lloyd with the home field advantage here. Pillbox in the fight. Knife was forced to hop out, and Knife is just trying to do the math here, and he's doing the same math we're doing. These Eagles are going to keep chipping away at his war factories. He's going to try to find some value here. You're going to grab that oil. That's, yeah, get what you can while you can, because, and once again, gets himself a little out of position.
Yeah, Lloyd keep grabbing that single tank, but I mean, Knife has the advantage here. He's on 5 war factories. Lloyd now getting a second AFC up again. Lloyd way on the back foot here. He's gotta start getting value. Knife with 11K in the bank. Lloyd with 15. We were talking about that eco earlier.
Yep. And again, grabs an oil, grabs a war factory. And I love Lloyd. And this is what you expect to see from a battle-hardened player like Lloyd. Even though he's on the ropes right now, even though this is one of those moments where one misclick and Knife's going to storm through the gate and sack the castle, Lloyd is keeping his Eagles when they're juiced. He's sending them downfield, and he's getting offensive value. So even though Lloyd isn't leaving his base with his ground army, he is keeping an offensive presence, and he is slowing down Knife. And choosing to take power plants is interesting. It's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea.
He wants to slow down Knife's production. He thinks he can do it faster by making him go low power all the time.
Look at this oil. That oil could take out 2 war factories.
Wow.
There's a lot of Rhinos, Snark. I think we've hit critical mass. The cannon's going to get some value. Prism Tower out.
Although the fodder, really nice fodder control there from Lloyd, and now the cannon getting some
MCV.
splash value. He's going to dive on the MCV. How much Rhinos is he going to lose for this? He still has so many Rhinos there. However, diving on a war factory as well. Lloyd has to counterpunch right now, not wait a moment. Counterpunch right away.
Loses another war factory. Now Lloyd's got 2 AFCs, he does have the barracks. 2 war factories, barracks, 2 AFCs. Lloyd could go right now.
Lloyd has to go. He has to. He can't. He can. He has to. And this power drop of the cliff, that's huge. Needs to get value somehow. If he draws this out any longer, Lloyd is going to lose this game. Power drop getting cleaned up by the dogs. Beautiful defense there from Knife. The GIs coming in. No radar out for Knife. Had a huge engagement here.
Yeah, and a few vets in that group of Grizzlies. If they start going elite, that'll swing things as well. His Grizzlies get a little bit strung out here. Eagles coming. Hit this oil. Please get a 2-pack. There we go. Oh.
What? What?
Uh-oh.
Why didn't he take 2 war factories?
The tanks are struggling. He pulls out. His GIs now are coming in. It's still no radar for Knife. Sometimes in these kind of situations, you're thinking, oh, why doesn't he go radar? Why doesn't he go deso? Why doesn't he go deso? It's like when you're trying to juggle chainsaws and you're getting kicked in the nuts, it's hard to know what you should do. And there we go, Lloyd.
Lloyd gains the advantage.
Yep.
Sentry gun comes up. Is it enough? He has the elite Grizzly there. This could be it for Knife. He's going to get a war factory. Slow down Knife's production further. I want to see those Eagles working. Lloyd doing a phenomenal job here.
Wow. And
Eagles come in, get a war factory, slowing down Knife's production even further. Bad engagement for Knife.
Knife's refusal to go deso and slow this game down ultimately going to be the nail in the coffin here. The Eagles are going to take another 2 war factories here. The GIs are doing work.
Making Knife go low power again and again and again. Knife keeps spamming out those war factories, but here comes the Eagle, take out an oil on another war factories. Grizzlies get another war factory as well, which leaves Knife with only 3 war factories. Desperately trying to cover here. The GIs are in the center of his base. No Desolators like we were mentioning, and now Lloyd is going to win this final tank engagement. GIs inside Knife's base. It looks like Lloyd is going to take this one. Holy moly.
Wow. Wow. Lloyd. Very, very well played. That was a spicy one. That was a spicy one, boys.
Absolutely insane game there. Whew. Lloyd was on the back foot constantly, but he kept getting value on the defense, using GIs, using the Grand Cannon, using prison towers. Knife kept losing units unnecessarily. Eventually, Knife just dove in, but after getting the MCV, he decided to keep diving on buildings, which means he lost his entire army. Finally, Lloyd, having the bigger army, went in, pushed until Knife couldn't withstand the pressure any longer, giving the game to Lloyd. Phenomenal game, Ivor.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that's what you love to see. 2 players like that going at it. And Berg says, "I've never seen him build a radar or battle lab." Okay, now it does put us in a bit of a precarious situation here, as we should be. We are a little bit over. We should be running into our next group starting now. So what we need to do is we have a 3-player map that I'm trying to remember. Berg made it. I just messaged him. We have a 3-player Blitz map. But I can't.
You're going to do an FFA? You're going to do an FFA?
We have to. We don't have time. We don't have the time to break it out. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Oh my god.
Woo, get in here.
Guys, this might actually be happening. Do we know what version of Blitz this is? I'm just saying.
I know. Do you think we could drop? Should we try it? Should we drop the new Blitz code into this Snark? Is that a thing? Something we could pull off quickly? You think?
Yes. Send me the map real quick.
Okay. All right, guys. So we're gonna do a 3-way FFA to settle this one. Canyon fodder. Snark gonna update the code for us here. We're gonna run a 3-way tie to settle this one.
Oh wait, God, I don't have the Grand Cannon code. I haven't.
The
older version.
The latest Blitz code. We could just pull it from. We could just pull the code from another map, right? We could just pull the code from, from the map we're using. Yeah, because Polye has the latest on this one, so I'll send you the Cloud9 map we're on right now.
Yeah, send me the Cloud9 map. Hopefully it's organized, because if it's not organized, it's going to be a problem. Let's see. Please tell me you put the Blitz code nicely in here, Polye. No, you did not.
Okay, Polye, can you add? Could you update?
Would it be in the INI of QM? Are they still adding it like that? Berg, do you know if it's in the INI of QM?
I just sent it to you, Polye. I just sent you Canyon fodder. Polye, I think will have. I bet Polye can add though. I wonder. I don't know. It's like, how old could it really be? It's like there's probably no Grand Cannon. I mean, what other than that? It's like, I don't know what other changes we've made recently. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're pretty doubtful.
Yeah. I don't know. So Polye is gonna do it real quick. Add the latest Blitz code to this map. The map he sent you, Polye.
Okay, yeah. Polye's got the map. Polye's gonna update. I'm gonna update the scoreboard. All right, guys, we're gonna get this one rolling. And then you guys, and then the action continues on. We're rolling right after this. We are rolling right after this. Oh,
a freaking FFA between the 3 finalists here. This is going to be interesting.
Gotta keep the players on their toes, man. Gotta keep the players on their toes. So we got Lloyd, we got Knife. Oh, man, Knife's lag.
Ooh, why did his ping just drop like that?
God only knows with Knife, man.
This is the same tunnel they just played on, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was
Oh,
decent.
he has the stream open right now.
All right. So he'll close it. He'll close it.
Okay, let me ping the next group, guys. Anyway, again, guys, we're rolling right into another group right after this, so we're gonna do a three-way tiebreaker here, and then we are going down to this group. A bunch of other killers coming in here to entertain us. So Polier is gonna update this map. What am I? I'm going to message the players in the next group. All right, Snark, everything's falling into place here. Put us on our toes.
Love it. Love it. So Shaolin, Knife, and Lloyd. I don't know. I mean, obviously because it's a three-way, you can't really predict because you never know who's gonna get doubled accidentally or whatever. Who's gonna opt to chill? Who's gonna opt to be aggressive? I mean, it's pure chaos. Anything can happen. Literally anything can happen in a FFA three-way. Like you don't know what's gonna happen. But if I were a betting man,
I feel Lloyd is going to be the allied player. I guess that's an advantage, maybe. I don't know.
You're anarchy. Ivor believes in chaos, guys. This is gonna be a crazy wacky show.
I forget when we do these. We gotta have this three-person map. It's good we're updating this. Then we'll have it. Yeah, because these three-way ties, especially in a group of four, definitely happens. So a three-way tie, guys, to finish this one out. Polier's updating for us.
What do we think, chat? Who are we putting on money on? I mean, Lloyd has been a beast, but facing off two Soviet players. Or who knows, it could be that everybody will look at Knife as the biggest threat and take him out first. I have no idea. Shaolin actually changing to America right now.
Oh, we are going to have two allied. Okay.
This is interesting. Papa just calling it out right out. Absolutely, Lloyd is going to win this. Fish saying the same thing. Lloyd is going to... Now, the more people in chat that are going to say Lloyd is going to win this, the more he's going to be targeted by the other two players.
It. Yeah, whoever the crowd, you guys are putting a target on his back right now.
You guys are literally screwing him over. America will, of course, team on Iraq, says Linus? I don't know. This could be interesting. I feel like Shaolin is kind of the quietest player. He might be able to build up and sneak a win in here.
I like because you're right. It's literally such witchcraft in an FFA. It's just like I can tell you who I think is going to win 10 seconds in, or 2 minutes in. I'll give you a great prediction. I'm Snark for that one.
Absolutely. Good thing we got Zed in here to just come in here and throw trash around, just say shady things about everyone. 3 players who are inconsistent, in my opinion. Zed, we're asking who's gonna win.
All right, here we go. We're gonna run
okay.
it. We're gonna run it.
All right. Blame Snark. Thanks, Drunk. But don't forget you're facing me later today. I'm just reminding you.
Oh my god. Oh, Polier just sent me the map. We should update it, huh? He just sent it to me. Should we update it?
Yeah, all right.
It's worth it.
Let's update. Let's update.
This map's gonna be great. This is gonna be spicy. All right.
Dude, this is gonna be wacky. This is pure chaos. Like literally anything can happen, Ivor. Anything can happen. There's no way to know what's gonna happen.
Okay, and now Snark, can you tell me what I need to type in to load this map? I just sent you the map. It's like the name of the file. I forget what is there an easy, or do I need to just restart?
So it's /load map, right? And then you copy the name of the file. 1 second. Let me do it like this. Send you the whole command. Wow, that's an annoying name of the file.
I'll restart.
There we go. This.
Oh shit!
So just copy paste that.
I misunderstood you. All right, we're doing it, boys. We're restarting. We're restarting the lobby. Right. Okay, we're gonna make this happen.
I just want to say this is planned, right? We start the match, and then Polya sends the map purposely because we want you guys to get hyped up. I send Ivor the command. He relaunches the lobby. It's to get you guys hyped up.
It gets the people going, guys. It's really, really simple.
This is gonna be insane. A 3-way FFA between the strongest players in that bracket. Going at it. Yeah,
If we can pull it off, if we can pull it off, I got high hopes. I got high hopes. I believe it.
It's gonna happen.
I think it. Yeah, the map. I feel like the map's name like didn't change, so we're gonna get in the lobby and not know which one's which. But okay, all right, guys, join back up. Join back up. You think the newer one's the second one? Hopefully.
It should be. It should be the lower one. Yeah. The one at the bottom of your list.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. They said it couldn't be done, boys. They said it couldn't be done. Look at those pings. Okay. Lloyd. Woo in green. Knife in.
Which tunnel are we on?
I think something weird's going on because I was on Worms Rules, which was the last good one.
Oh no, when you rehost it.
No, I had
gives
changed.
you your...
I had changed it to it, but. All right.
Oh yeah, no, it's good now. It's good now. All right, but guys, the main event for this bracket, the finals, the Blitz mashup,
Warning. Psychic
the
domination.
FFA, the 3-way. Who knows what's gonna happen? The chaos, the anarchy, the insanity.
We're not loading.
Is here. Knife going
go.
random. I think Knife meant to go Soviet.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh my god. Noob. Noob. Oh, Snark, I could almost taste it.
My god.
I could almost taste it.
Oh god. This is how you stretch something out. This is how you keep people in suspense. We could, yeah, Ivor accidentally turn super weapons off, all right? Just accidentally.
Oh, we got another event to run, boys. We got another event.
Oh my god,
What up? Hey, barn burner.
boys.
I'm going to hit the barn burner button. It's pretty much a barn burner. Here we go.
It is. It's the biggest barn burner.
Ladies, and gentlemen, here we go. Got 4 players going at it here, and it all comes down to this. In the tiebreaker, all 3 of these guys on 2 wins for the day. We got ourselves a 3-way map thanks to Berg. We're going to do it. Winner taking home the cash prize. 2 people taking that sad walk home. Free-for-all style. As a reminder, guys, redalert2.com, the place to be. Tell your friends, tell your family. You guys can learn how to download the game. Come hang out. We run tournaments every month. We got a group of new players. We put them all together. Don't worry if you're not a top-level guy. Don't worry if you're saying, Ivor, I haven't played this game in 15 years. It doesn't matter. Just go to redalert2.com, join the Discord, figure it out. And the lag is killing me, Snark.
Yeah, lag is completely unacceptable in a barn burner final 3-way face-off like this. And all right, we're seeing 2 allied, 1 Soviet, Knife being the Soviet player. Are they gonna play it safe? Are they gonna play it hyper aggressive? Are they gonna team up? What is gonna happen here? It's pure chaos. Anything can happen. Let's go.
And I put the prediction up. The prediction's not smart enough to know there's a 3rd player. If you want to vote for green, you can still type green if you want. We got Knife in yellow here. We got Woo in green. And we got Lloyd in red. Yeah, so 2 allied, 1 Soviet. And we were kind of talking about this. Hard to predict because, like you were saying, Snark, 1 player gets double teamed, then they're out, and then it becomes a 1v1. Someone's going to get pinched out, though. And this is a spicy map from Berg. I like this for a 3-way tiebreaker. I like it.
Absolutely a great, symmetrical, fair map here. And we're seeing Lloyd going out with a sniper IFV.
I wonder if Naval's on. I feel like we added that new code. We probably took Naval off, which is unfortunate because Naval would be sick on this map. We'll see. I bet.
I wonder if the icons are in order.
Who knows? That's all part of the fun. You pull up an old map like this, drop some new code, and see which player can figure it out. Woo out early.
You have to, dude. You have to put in some spice. If it's going to be a three-way face-off, you know, we got to make it interesting. The allied players have been going at each other just a little bit, but now Wu sending 2 Eagles to the Soviet player, taking out a Rhino. Knife going with a super fast tech up. He's already out with a Battle Lab, and Lloyd might be going with Eagles now to take out that Battle Lab.
Oh, and Naval's on. Naval's on. So, yeah, I like this. Yeah, he goes down.
Oh, no Dreadnought, no IC. Both allied players now attacking the Soviet player.
Yeah, they're like, yo, the Soviet player's teching up. Let's go slow him down a little bit. Yeah, so the naval is on, and that's obviously the name of the game. Psychic Dominator, middle of this map, you could capture as well. That could be a spicy one. But yeah, everyone's sitting back and teching up. Definitely kind of a very defendable map. Both entrances to your base, you have to kind of come uphill, so tough to defend. Yeah, expect this to be a naval battle for sure.
Absolutely. However, you know the first person who takes that Psychic Dominator is going to die, right? Like, instantly both players are going to turn on.
Oh, that's
right?
true. If there's one way to make it clear that you want to be the target, go take the Psychic Dominator. Naval Yard out now for Wu.
Yeah, and a Chronosphere out for him already. The Battle Lab for Knife going down again. Still no Dreadnought, and still no IC.
Wait, why did Knife not get a Dreadnought out? He must have been building squids, I guess?
No, he just didn't have the time. The Dreadnought's expensive, takes time to build. Every time he made the lab, it just died too quickly.
Yeah, you should.
And Lloyd with a very confident Chronosphere. What do we call this kind of Chronosphere where you build it out in like the most accessible position?
A bait? I guess it's it's bait if he has a plan for it, or else it's just a bad idea. The Chronosphere base walk from Lloyd. So Lloyd gonna go no Navy. He's gonna. Oh no!
Oh.
The Legend Special. Wu loses the MCV, and it's tough on a map like this. You don't have much room to build. And nice map awareness there from the Lion, taking out that oil, taking out the MCV. But Wu's got an aircraft carrier out.
Oh boy, yeah, he does have an aircraft carrier out, and oh my god, and now Lloyd takes his Chronosphere. I think Wu needs to turn his attention towards Lloyd. Don't know where this aircraft carrier is going, all the way to the bottom left, perhaps targeting the Soviet player. Not sure why. He's still going for... Has Wu decided that he doesn't like Knife for some reason?
Yeah, Wu's got an axe to grind with Knife, apparently, because Lloyd is kicking him in the backside. So Lloyd's going to take out Wu, Wu's going to take out Knife, and Lloyd's going to win by default. Eagles coming.
Well, it might have to do with the psych. Oh my god. Knife is getting hit from like every single direction possible. Now, it might have to do with the fact that Knife decided to take the Psychic Dominator. We spoke about this. Don't do it. Don't do it.
That certainly put a target on his back. There's some subs out. Aircraft carriers getting neutralized here. You can get another shot off. All the flak tracks are there anyway. Yeah, maybe just because Knife's a known lagger. Knife's been lagging a little bit today, so maybe they're just like, fuck it.
Oh no, Lloyd attacking Wu again. Wu has nothing left. He has one war factory and a battle lab. Lloyd is just chilling. He's got a Chronosphere that's ready. 2 fully stacked AFCs, Prism tanks. Lloyd is looking to win this one. If both other players don't turn their attentions to Lloyd right now, this could end badly for them.
Yeah, and you gotta think, I mean, it's not, people always in 2v2, everyone's always like, he's teaming up. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, obviously right now, Wu and Knife should be like, yo, if we keep kicking each other, Lloyd's gonna win by default. Like, let's shake and bake. And Chronosphere geared up now. Lloyd's gonna chrono dump somebody here. Let's see. Oh, he's got a nice little batch of Prism tanks coming. That could be enough to finish Wu off.
Absolutely. I mean, if I were Lloyd, I would chrono these Rhinos into Wu's base.
Oh, that would be funny. That would be very funny. Yeah. He's trying to get with the... Yeah, dump Wu's Rhinos into... or dump Knife's Rhinos into Wu's base. That would be funny. And Knife.
Okay, and we're gonna have our first loser here by disconnect. See, I told you it's chaos. I told you anything could happen. Who would have thought that Knife would lose by disconnecting?
Who would have? Well, yeah. I suppose that's probably about the most predictable thing that could have happened here. And that's gonna be. And Prism tanks out. Okay. And Wu calls GG's. Lloyd takes it home.
Well, there you go. I want to see anybody in chat who predicted that. Well, Knife is gonna lose to a disconnect, and Lloyd is gonna win because Wu decides to go after Knife instead of Lloyd while Lloyd is attacking He's going all in. Rocketeer's going to get the Chronosphere. Does it matter, Ivor? I don't think so. Although, I don't know. Actually, you know what? These Rocketeers.
The Rocket, yeah. Oh, I didn't see all those. I didn't see all those mirages Lloyd had. I thought they were forests.
Good old mirages fooling even the streamers. Absolutely epic here. These IVs going to clean up the remaining Rocketeers, and that's going to be all she wrote.
Yep. And I gotta tell you guys, it's kind of crazy to even say it, but this was just the warm-up, boys. This was the semi-pros. We got the pros coming in here. Lloyd taking home that semi-pro win. Well played.
Absolutely, absolutely. What a great beginning to a phenomenal evening.
Lloyd.
The semi-pros. Wow.
Pro players, let's get it going. Let's get it going. All right, guys, so here we are. Group number 2 are pros. Snark in this group. I'm excited, Snark. I feel like I haven't seen you play in a while, Snark. I'm excited about it.
I haven't played in a while. BRB.
All right. All right, guys. So first game, let's get Zed the Owl versus Abdo the Shadow. Abdo the Shadow, Zed the Owl. Zed, we need like a cooler Zed the Algerian Owl, Zed the Green Owl, Zed the Warrior Owl. What do you guys think? Berg, thanks a lot for that three map. Polier, thanks for the quick help, man. It's really difficult to appreciate, guys. You know how much stuff goes on behind the scenes here, but you guys saw it there in real time with Berg having a random map he made a year ago, coming in and saving the stream, and then Polier updating the code. Polier has been making so many maps, and really the maps are the lifeblood of this game. To have a 20-year-old game that can still be fun, it's all about the maps. All about the maps. Yeah, Knife says, what happened? I got an error. Sure, bro. I'm just kidding, Knife. Your internet's terrible. I wouldn't hold it against you. All right. So first game, Abdo versus Zed. We gotta spin a wheel too. Lee, you get a wheel spin. Don't let me forget.
All right.
Is it Snark and Pro, Zen Pro? Dude, you guys clearly don't know Blitz, man. These guys are bona fide Blitz killers. I know everyone's always like, well, I don't think Ivor even knows about Hank. He's way better than these guys. And I'm like, oh yeah, who's Hank? Oh, he used to play back in the day, and he still plays sometimes, but he could beat all these guys. All right, well, why don't you get Hank on the stream? I'll make him a little avatar. We'd love to have him. You guys let Hank know the next time he sees him, Ivor's looking for him, all right? In the meantime, we got our bona fide killers who show up and make it happen. Zed versus Abdo, first game. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Zed not in here. We'll love to see that.
Well, Ivor, actually, Bob could take like any of these players easily.
Bob, can you imagine Bob versus Hank? That'd be a barn burner. I love it.
Absolutely great games. Lloyd, Shaolin, Knife, great games there.
Yeah, GG's, guys. GG's. You guys made it happen. Lloyd stepping in, filling the place for J Smoke, who got wasted and signed up for the tournament yesterday, of course. Go figure. All part of the fun. I love hard workers, hardcore Abdo fan. Yeah, we got a lot of the, there's Abdo has his own little fan base. I put out a video maybe a month or two ago now, him versus Berg. And I think Berg actually ends up winning the game, but Abdo is just going like balls to the walls for 20 minutes with nothing but like a barracks and an AFC. And Berg is like having to do everything he can. Abdo secured himself as a top level Blitz player that day and made a lot of fans. So Abdo the Shadow's got some fans.
Wow. Abdo's a beast of a player, no doubt about it.
Yeah, him and these mental omegas. Abdo's he's kind of the guy who, like, the conscript spam was already a thing, and then Abdo like really brought it to the next level. Like, expect Abdo to build 100 conscripts here.
Yeah, exactly. Mental omega. They use infantry. They're actually useful there. But yeah, he's able to make it work in Blitz. Usually just because they're so slow in regular games, you're not gonna see them. But in Blitz, they fast action, fast page, they come into play, and they've really, I mean, like you said, Abdo turned it into a meta, and quite a powerful meta it has been.
Yeah, that's really what it is. It's really the speed of the infantry. And the same reason we saw GIs be so powerful in Blitz as well, is they can get down the field, make something happen. All right, this tunnel's looking good. Abdo, Sov, Abdo, yellow, Zed, red. All right, let's get rock and rolling, boys.
Hype. The pro action is about to begin.
It is about to begin. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. Oh, we loading.
Tech building captured.
Come on, Zed. We believe in you, Zed.
Defeated.
All right, good. We got some nice lag.
It was really bad lag.
This is great. This is what we wanted to see. All part of the suspense, fellas. All part of the suspense. Yeah, we're gonna quit out. Quit, noob.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I like how I have to tell. Wow, I'm like. I like how I have to tell these guys, hey, before that, like, it's like, oh, Zed, I'm gonna restart and I'm gonna restart and do the protocol, the no lag protocol. It's like, dude, do the no lag protocol before the game starts. Why do you wait until the game to do the no lag protocol? Oh my god.
All part of the suspense, Ivor. All part of the suspense.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got a wheel spin. Lee 7 wheel spin, buddy, coming right up. Gift to spin. Lee 7, you in here? Who you giving it to? Lloyd GG's. You know, Lloyd knows exactly how to play things. He comes in, like I said, he comes into Blitz about every 3 months. And it's like, oh, Lloyd's probably washed up. I haven't seen him in forever, so I put him in semi-pro. Then he wins the semi-pro. And then where should he go? Pro. But then he disappears for 3 months. So then he comes back and you think, oh, Lloyd's probably washed up. Let's put him in semi-pro. He wins semi-pro. Lloyd's like infinity semi-pro.
Kind of a smart guy. What can I say? Lloyd's a strategist, man.
Yeah, he's here to win. Hey, here to win.
I mean, look at me. I'm stuck facing Abdo, Zed, whatever. They're like top of the line. It doesn't help me that I disappear for a few months.
It doesn't go both ways. For Snarks, you're always. There was that one stretch where you were like the top level. You almost beat Latov. Remember when you almost beat Latov? And since that day,
I took a game off of him. Yeah.
Since that day, you'll now forever be in pro, and Lloyd is forever in semi-pro. All right. Oh, someone trying to use the Yuri bot. My Yuri bot broke. Breaks my heart. All right. Here we go.
No log protocol activated. The codes have been entered.
All right.
Dance. Let's go.
Here we
look laggy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell by how slow that timer's going. Oh.
Yep. Look at the flags. Look at the flags on the. You see the flags on the power plants?
Yep.
All right. Tunnel change?
Yeah.
What are we thinking?
I don't know. The pings all look good. It's kind of weird. Oh no, there's Zed's ping now. Zed's
CNC Net Europe. Try that one. Says Zed. Zed, you didn't do the dance to appease the ping gods, man.
Do the ping dance.
Seriously.
Do the ping
Should
dance.
Like towards the top. Do you see CNC Net Europe? Try that first.
I'm on CNC Net Europe. It's looking good, looking spicy. The lag monster. Get out of here, lag monster. We got no time for you, lag monster. You guys kind of trying to trigger a nuke. If 100 people say the word nuke on Twitch, I forgot what happened. I made it about a year ago. The whole screen blows up and then someone gets $50 or something like that. I forgot even what it looks like. Someday we'll get it. All right, here we go.
Here we go, boys. Attempt number 3. Zed versus Abdo.
Oh, here we go.
Can we do it this time, Ivor?
This is it. Oh, we're loaded, boys. Loading up and trucking. Here we go. Red Alert 2 World Series. World Series. I hit the button, Snark, and we're lagging. I hit the button and we're lagging.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, okay, all right.
Oh?
We might have stabilized, boys. All right.
There it is.
Go again.
Oh, it's not gonna work, is it?
Oh,
You guys get those
God.
predictions in. Type red or yellow. Type red or yellow.
Battle control terminated.
You gotta let
you know what? You know what?
the game speed mode to set in, Ivor.
What's that?
There's a data rate that gets applied automatically after a few seconds of the game. Let that set in before you decide to, like, if it's just lagging a little bit.
Wait, first, okay, hold on. Does everyone remember last game when Snark immediately was like, lag quit, and now Snark says, let it settle in?
There's a level of lag.
Okay. Well, the first. Oh, I see. So if it's bad enough, it's like quit. But if it's in between, you say let it settle.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a data rate that if the higher the data rate, the slower it sends the data, but the slower the game is. But it's no lag.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's looking spicy now. It's looking spicy, boys. I think. Is it looking spicy?
Okay, you see the top left now? Latency mode set.
And what's a good number? We're at 9. Is 9 good or bad?
Well, no. Like, the higher the number, the slower the game is going to be, but the less lag there is.
Oh.
Like, if the connection is really low, right, that means the connection is really good, and it's going to be the highest FPS.
Oh, but okay. All right. Okay, well, hey. I think we're rocking. I mean...
You want to do your intro?
Yeah, Ed says this is super fast speed for Abdo. Came up. And Abdo, who has taken the name in Discord called Lagdo, for the reasons that we are now seeing. Anyway, guys, continuing on here, any of you guys who are just joining us, we did just finish up the semi-pro Blitz tournament. We got a single map, single day event map brought to you by Polier. We're running Blitz. The semi-pro just finished up. Lloyd taking it home. We're now over to the pro division. We got 5 players in here, best of 1 round robin style. We're off to the races already. Abdo pushing right in. Billion conscripts for Abdo.
Yeah, so a big, strong push here from Abdo. We spoke about this before, that Abdo is the one who cemented the conscripts meta, and he's obviously winning in this infantry fight here. Zed falling on the back leg here, putting up sentry guns, desperately trying to defend this position. He still hasn't thrown any tanks away, and Zed with good micro, getting some shots off on those tanks, and eventually with the sentry guns, he is going to be able to defend. Needs to be careful, click down those tanks, but they both come out even. Zed spending way more money than Abdo, and it shows. All those sentry guns cost money.
Yeah, and Abdo now with more money in the bank. So Abdo, man, Abdo, the kind of guy who goes for broke. Just talking about this, we gave Abdo the nickname The Shadow. ChatGPT helped me come up with that. I said, hey, Abdo, I don't know what the name means. I need a cool nickname that rhymes. It said Abdo The Shadow. So Abdo is now The Shadow, and a lot of you YouTubers might know and love him. There's a YouTube video that came out a month ago. The title says New Pro, ? And it's Abdo having the game of his life versus Bird. So I know a lot of you guys are Abdo fans, and you're his fan for this reason. He's a balls-to-the-walls kind of player here, and that's what we're seeing. But Zed's bona fide, man. Zed has been I mean, we've had 36 Blitz events in the last 3 years. I think Zed's played in 34 of them. So he's bona fide. Abdo only coming on the scene now maybe 8 months ago or so. Mental Omega player, but clearly a strong fundamental knowledge of the game, strong micro, and strong aggression. Going in there, cleaning up those conscripts. Wow.
Absolutely, and the conscripts keep pouring out. The problem is, Abdo has way more experience in infantry wars, coming from a mental Omega background, and you could see he's able to push through Zed's defenses. Zed might consider just bunkering up here and going for a defensive strat, or maybe a deso, because there we go, the radar is out.
Yeah, now the Deso comes. Yeah, you don't want to play this game. And, you know, so many players, yeah, they'll spam conscripts, but they're just meat shields. They throw them out in front like they do dogs or fodder. Abdo's like, each one of these conscripts are my children. Each one of them have a gun, and I will put him to work. You see just the attention he gives. Now that forward barracks,
Well, yeah, Abdo killed the barracks, and
right.
that barracks was building a Deso, so Abdo just on point, and by the time Deso comes out, Abdo has used up all of his infantry. Now, Who came out on top out of all of this? Well, Abdo's on 4 War Factory, Zed's on only 3, but Zed does have a radar, and he has the tank numbers. So Zed, a phenomenal defense job there.
Oh, and a Tesla coil on that hill. I wish it could have taken that sentry gun's position. That'd be very annoying. That range advantage from being up on the cliff could get value throughout the game. And yeah, the dust finally settles there, and like you said, yeah, a little War Factory advantage for Abdo, but Zed's got the radar. Fairly even, well, fairly even when it's all said and done here.
Yeah, indeed. Very, very even position here. Great play there. I mean, the aggression, and this is the difference. Like, we saw the early games in the semi-pro, and now we're seeing this game in the pro. Did you guys see a difference in the amount of action we saw in the first 60 seconds, yes or no?
Yeah, I mean, it's so much faster. I mean, it really is. And I guess it's difficult to appreciate because you start looking at every single thing that happens, every building that you build, and then every time you place it, every unit that you build, and when you tell a unit to go somewhere. And if you do it even 15% faster, by the 2-minute mark, it's a very different game. And these guys just, well, these guys grind the game and have higher APM, and it shows. V3 rockets out now from Abdo, and I am a happy camper.
There we go, just to please Ivor. The V3s come out. Battle Lab out for both players. We have entered the tech stage of the game where the War Factory counts are even on 5 War Factories. They don't feel like it's worthwhile going any more War Factories at this point. They prefer to tech up, and both players are doing that at the moment. Beautiful V3s, but already flag tracks to counter these V3s, so they're going to have a hard time getting any value. Now a Kirov out for Zed.
Ghost Kirov, I didn't hear the calling card. Did you hear it say Kirov reporting?
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay. Okay, so the Kirov, yeah,
here.
now over to Flax, but the Flax will come pretty quick. The V3 rockets are so funny because, oh, the V3 rockets get a bunker. You guys saw it here first. V3 rockets doing work, and that's so funny. Even on a small map like this, we get over all that crazy chaos early on. A map the size of a closet, and you still settle into this late game. Both players teching up. Siege Chopper's out now for Abdo. I like that.
Oh, there are such good positions for Sea Choppers on this map. This is brilliant out of Abdo. Just make like 4 or 5 of them, spread them out on this cliff in the center, and holy moly, you're going to give your opponent a hell of a time.
You love to see it. Outside the box thinking here. Meta redefining tactics in real time. You love to see it.
Absolutely. I want to see him keep using those V3s where the flag tracks are not. Currently, everything is grouped up in one group. Boris out as well. Probably place that on a cliff somewhere.
Dude,
gonna be annoying as well.
Abdo's a man for the people, man. Abdo has one thing in mind, and it's our entertainment, and I love that. I absolutely love that.
Absolutely, Abdo taking the cliff here now with the infantry advantage here out front. This is going to be something Zed cannot push and does not want to push. This is an engagement, and Abdo pops the IC first. Zed pops it on 9 rhinos, and Esso going down somewhere. So let's see who comes out on top for this engagement. It looks like Zed is going to be the one.
Zed had a really nice IC there. Not only did he get 9 tanks, they were all tanks that were getting heavily radiated. And, and a very nice Desolator from Abdo. And now drones from Abdo.
So with all of the aggression that we saw out of Abdo, it did not pay off for him now.
No force shield from Abdo? Oh, and loses now the force shield to save the nuke. Wow, and it's all said and done.
Oh, look at those rhinos trapped behind the trees trying to kill the trees to get through.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, but you'll see the difference here. Abdo decides to go for nuke. Zed decides to go for more war factories, right? So they both spend their eco a little bit differently. Now look at Abdo's cash, Ivor. Look at Zed's cash. Who do you think utilized better?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I think it's so tempting, you know, you see that and you're like, damn, he's rich, that's sick. And it's like, no. You want to, if you're floating like 3K at the 8-minute mark, it means that you are running a well-oiled machine. 20K overproducing like that. Yeah, well, I mean, in a game like this, at the top level, it can be as bad as underproducing. It means that you're not using your resources effectively. And in this case, yeah, it's just a little bit tough. But Zed, very impressive economy to be straddling only a couple K this late in the game. It's kind of crazy, actually. Another big IC from Zed, going to be the nail in the coffin here. Abdo over to drones, not going to be enough.
What a brilliant defense there from Zed. Great economy management, no doubt about that. IC's the IC to save it. Zed gonna go straight for the nuke. Abdo definitely going down here with a fight. The nuke is gonna go down. Zed out with his own nuke, so this nuke is gonna go down before the nuke is ready. Now these tanks are gonna die. Oh, not before they get the nuclear power plant. Uh-oh. And that's gonna be all she wrote.
Yep. Abdo, 'tis but a scratch, he says, as he builds more drones and more desos. Yeah, it's gonna be. Oh my God, Abdo just built an MCV. This dude's playing his own game.
Oh, what the heck? Abdo.
He builds an MCV. That's
wow.
awesome. That's awesome. All right, Zed, first one on the board. Klaus, another wheel spin for Klaus. Klaus making bank today. Gift a spin, Klaus. Who you giving it to? All right. So, Snark, you're in now, buddy.
Let's do it.
I love that. All right, Snark. I got a good challenge for you, Snark, in this group. I think you're just the man for the job.
A challenge, dude? You put me in a death pit with a bunch of monsters.
Well, remember how Shamu? I put Shamu in the death pit in semi-pro, and you saw how good he did. Okay, so channel your inner Shamu, and pull it out, dude. Osama, man, Osama's weak, dude. You'll take Osama, no problem.
No, you have to understand. I only say that because I'm just making myself way more impressive when I win.
Oh, I get it. I get it for the viewers. I'll cut this part out of the YouTube video. Love that. All right. Good luck, man. Osama's coming in here. We'll see you after the game.
See you after the game.
All right, guys. Osama versus Snark. Let's get it going. Zed taking home the first win. Zed, so we got Osama. Fish gets the gifted spin. What do you get? +5 on red and re? +5 on red and re. Fish rolling for $10. Fish getting lunch. Fish gets nothing. The nothing maybe shouldn't be in all caps. I feel like it's a little aggressive. All right, ladies and gentlemen, predictions are up. Here we got Snark, the ninja top left, facing off against Osama, the dragon. Osama used to be the lag dragon. Now he lags a little bit less, so now he's just the dragon. I don't know. Type red or yellow in the chat if you're over here on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you don't get to participate in the prediction, but we still love you. If you want to come over to Twitch, it's free, it's easy. I stream over here more often, and you get to participate in the games. You get to do cool stuff. Why don't you guys, Snark's the underdog in this group. I'm just going to say it. But Snark's also a wild player. He's an allied player, and he's a tactician. And most importantly, he's here to entertain us. So I think he's going to put on a good show, even though he is facing off against Osama, Osama's an absolute beast right now. #1 Yuri's Revenge player, Yuri player in CNCnet at the moment. He's been taking down Legend lately, and a strong Blitz player as well. Predictions are in. Get them in, red or yellow. Why don't you guys show Twitchers, show the YouTubers how cool Twitch is. You guys drop some red crates. Someone give Snark a crate. He's gonna need a crate. Sneaky.
I blame Snark for that.
We're blaming Snark? What are we blaming Snark for? So this is a pro flat cannon. You wanna know where to put your flat cannon? Right behind the war factory like that, so it kind of hides behind the tower. Red crate. Power Snark up. There it is. Would you give some red crates to Snark? Snark just got the bear hugs, and that's exactly what he's gonna need here. The fight of his life. Small close quarter combat map. Allied's tough on maps like this, certainly. I mean, in theory, you want to say that Allied is tough the smaller the map. And a hype tank? Boys, we're living it. Cue the guy on YouTube. Cue the old guy on YouTube who says, I'm not here for all this fancy stuff. I just want to watch the game. I'd prefer if you got rid of all this stuff on here. It's not about you, buddy. It's not about you, okay? We're doing it all for Drunk Runner. Drunk Runner 22 loves it. All right, Battle Lab out now for Snark, and Osama just sitting back.
The red player is on fire.
Snark is on fire. I'm not sure about that. He's dropped a Paradrop, built a Battle Lab. I'm not sure if he's quite on fire, but I like the idea. GGI is out, and that means the BFs are coming. And fun fact, guys, I don't know if you guys saw my YouTube short the other day. Demo trucks can oftentimes be OP in Blitz, small maps like this. people don't know how to counter them. The BF, you know how the BF squashes tanks? If the BF squashes a demo truck, then the demo truck doesn't explode. So if you want to know how to counter demo trucks, you eat them with your BF. Rhino's coming in. Snark standing and gunning. Ah, the BF goes down. Wait. Osama pulls out. I feel like, okay, no, there's 4 more Mirages. Okay, he loses a power plant. His power's back online, though. What, I missed the prediction. 86% of you guys on yellow. 86% of you guys are going to be eating your words. Going to be eating your words on that. All right, demo trucks coming now to deal with these Mirage, or sorry, Decibel Bomb coming to deal with these Mirages. Oof, oof, what a day, what a day. Man, I miss these old 1v1 Blitz maps. You guys remember the first, I don't know, what, 25 months, 25 tournaments in Blitz? We always had a map that would fit on the screen. And then I started slowly being like, okay, you can move the map a little bit. But I really wanted like the one screen. You know, early on with Blitz, started this about 3 years ago. Our first Blitz tournament, the Alamo tournament. Who was here for the Alamo tournament? 3 years ago, the Alamo Blitz tournament #1. It was just a flat map with an Alamo in the middle. And the original plan was, you know, I wanted to create a spectator sport. I wanted something that could go on one screen, you know, because the big game, the big maps, it's kind of hard to follow if you don't know what's going on. Deso Bomb, oh, devastating. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, that chain reaction of oils. Hey, Snark, you know what? I call it a tie. I call that one a tie. Oh yeah, Fish, you came for the castle map. Minko was here. Minka's been here since day 1. Yeah, okay, Snark. Well, hey, buddy, A for effort. Anyway, yeah, the original idea with Blitz was to try to create a more, you know, I was one of those guys like everyone else who, you know, I took 20 years off from this game. I played it when I was a little kid, took 20 years off. And I came back and I tried watching some of the streams and it was just like, whoa. It was like trying to drink from a fire hose. I couldn't tell what was going on. And so I started kind of dreaming about creating a more simplified version of the game. You know, something that'd be a little more spectator friendly and easier to commentate, to watch. And I thought it might be easier for new players as well. And you know, and I think a lot of newer players obviously playing Blitz, smaller map, building oil, not having to deal with refineries. So that was the original idea, but slowly over time Blitz has kind of evolved, so now the Blitz maps are bigger, play a lot of 2v2, stuff like that. But yeah, this map kind of captures that core essence. Close quarter combat. Snark still got an MCV, I believe in Snark. Eagle's coming. Yes, they get 1 oil. Nice. All right, I would say if Osama's computer blows up right now, Snark.
Player defeated.
All right, all right. Osama picks that one up, barely.
Dracarys.
Can you hear me?
Snark, you know what? I'm going to call that one a tie. I'm going to call that one a tie.
How did you get to a tie?
I don't know. I mean, I guess like, oh, Osama technically had a base and you didn't at the end, but I think there's more to the story than that. I do. I think there's more to the story.
I'll take it.
I thought you had some good tactics early on. I was rooting for you.
Yeah, no, that one oil explosion wrecking.
Yeah, that was I was laughing pretty hard at you on that
Was
one.
painful and a very good Deso bomb there from Osama.
Yeah, the big Deso and the yep. All right, so Zed in red, drunk in yellow. Let's keep the action rolling here. Folks.
Yeah, well, Zed took the previous one versus Abdo. Drunk. Another mental Omega, no?
Yep, drunk. Yeah, drunk master. Let's see if we get loaded here. So yeah, so.
Technical
Drunk Master, and Abdo, both kind of coming over from Mental Omega. You know, my timelines are off now. I feel like they've probably been around now for 8 months, maybe. But yeah, both kind of Mental Omega players, similar kind of style, aggressive, and taking good use of the infantry. Bonesaw, you got the prediction right on the last map. You get a wheel spin, buddy. Bonesaw, you win nothing, but you still have the coolest. You still have the coolest thing. You still have the coolest button, Bonesaw. I'm gonna push it. It's the middle of the game. I gotta push it. I just bought a bone saw to cut my hands off. Saw committed. All right, Saw, you win nothing, but you still have a cool logo. All right, here we go. Zed in red, Drunk in yellow. Wait, did Zed play Allied on his first point? My mind's blurring.
No. Zed played Soviet. We had a big conscript war.
Oh, right.
Was winning the whole nuclear.
Yeah, so Zed.
Missile versus War Factory.
All right, so Zed's Soviet. Okay. Predictions are up, guys. Type red or yellow in the chat to get that prediction in. Yeah, I'm surprised to not see Zed. It's interesting that we're not seeing Allied.
I mean, this map.
Yeah.
Probably favored Soviet, but
yeah.
Still, yeah, Zed not one to back down from a challenge. Feeling more confident with Soviet here, apparently.
Spamming the sentry guns here. Knows that, yeah, I guess expecting that early pressure of conscripts. Yeah, it's a tough map, too. I think Allied definitely has that issue because even though there are a few of these defensive points, the issue is that, like we saw in your game, is that it's tough because your oils, you know, you have to, if you try to defend yourself early on, then all of a sudden you end up with, like, that little walnut-sized base, and then the oils are a huge liability. Pretty nice push here. Targets that barracks with the conscripts. Ooh, doesn't get that barracks. And now...
Wow. Paying the price on his way out, but still in a decent position. Zed again doing a phenomenal job defending, and now Zed has an insane amount of conscripts. Zed did spend way more on defense, which is why currently Drunk has an extra war factory over him, but not a huge difference here.
Yeah, and someone, chat, someone pointed this out last game, I missed it as well. Zed's been opening oil before War Factory. It's not a bad idea, you know, especially as a defensive player against these guys, against the Mental Omega players who he expects to be on his doorstep. You open oil, you have that a little extra money to spam the sentry guns, and you kind of get your economy in a better position to play that mid game, which is where Zed wants to be, you know, kind of a self-identified builder-style player, a defender. Yeah, opening that oil, and yeah, it's slowing down his build a little bit, but it is getting that early money.
Indeed, indeed. Now out with a radar as well. Again, cementing that defensive strategy. Gonna get some Desos up. He's got bunkers. He's got sentry guns. This Desolator starting to clean up these conscripts. Now the conscripts retreating. What's interesting is they're both on 3 war factories. I'd expected Drunk to be on 4 by now. Oh no, sorry, he is on 4. My bad.
And Drunk...
and this war factory on the cliff.
War Factory.
Okay,
oh, shooting down from the cliff. Oh, yeah. Drunk should pick up a free War Factory here for sure. Zed now over to Tech. Drunk needs to be careful. He doesn't want to get... Oh, and Zed just sells that War Factory. Oh, and he does get the... And I love this. And I think, Poulier right now is smoking that cigarette and smiling because as a map maker, you add these little features and you want the players to have fun with them. Conscripts come in and grab that barracks. What a nice little attack here, but does finally lose the string a little bit. A couple rounds on the backside get picked up, but still going to push you on the back of these conscripts. An elite conscript in the front lines doing work. Oh, that oil's going to get a War Factory, and Zed's just getting bamboozled right now. Zed's getting absolutely bamboozled. His head is spinning around. He's glitching in real time.
Absolutely, a great offensive there. Drunk being able to attack from 2 spots and definitely taking advantage of the map and the way it's built, using that cliff on the left, and Zed took heavy damage, now facing 4 war factories on 1 war factory, and this is going to be hard. He does have the IC, but it's still 2 minutes away.
Yeah, Zed, that IC is only hope at this point. So behind. 2 war factories to 5 war factories. Yeah, it's really tough. But yeah, that was really well orchestrated attack there from Drunk. I really like using that cliff. It's always so fun. I feel like again, as a map maker, sometimes you make a map like this and players just smash their heads down the middle, and you're kind of like, there's so many fun little features. Look what you can do with this cliff. Drunk taking advantage of all of it.
And now Boris coming in, doing some work.
Boris doing work.
On the right. Very nice defense so far. Can Zed survive versus 6 war factories, Ivor? He's on 1 war factory now. The IC is ready, but it's going to have to be a defensive one, and Drunk can just replace any army he throws away.
Yeah, his tank's just materializing at this point. Big defensive IC, needs to pounce and needs to take all of these tanks of Drunk's away. But even then, Drunk's got another split. Yeah, and I think, you know, you go back and rewatch that attack. That's one you can go back, rewatch a few times, look at a few different places on the map, and you'll find something fun to watch. A big part of it was those conscripts on the backside. And we talked about that with these mental Omega players. The way it's a mindset thing, the way they view their conscripts as an asset. Whereas a lot of players, it's like you pump them, you throw out the meat shields in front, you forget about them. But even you saw there, you know, Drunk, while he was doing all those other important things, he took the time to grab his conscripts, give them a mission. They took out the barracks. Yeah, it's just nice map awareness and a good way to use everything in your arsenal here. As Zed seemingly clawing himself back in this game, but tough. Yeah, he's
here.
got, yeah, a little bit of lag. It's unfortunate.
Now we are getting some lag.
Oof, oof, oof. Yeah, you hate to see it in a game like this. Deso's going to force him out on the top side.
Dude, this frickin' Boris is just doing work.
I forget he regenerates too, right? The Boris is slowly, because he was down to 1 tick.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, he's doing. Yeah, their weapon's not terrible versus tanks. I mean, those guys get the job done.
Indeed, and now Zed catching up on War Factories. He's now on 5. Well, I say catching up. He's facing 7 War Factories, but yeah, now Drunk taking up as well. Kirov out from Drunk. Dude, he could spam out those Kirovs so fast.
Yeah, look at that. The top of the War Factory hardly closes. Pouring out.
And needs to be careful. He doesn't have too much of a tank lead, and now the IC gets popped as well. Drunk bringing in the Desos to defend his position.
Nice.
Needs to be careful. Should deploy.
Oh, that Deso doesn't go. Oh, his tank's now
out of position.
Oh, he's got a nice batch of drones, but okay, so Zed's got plenty of flax. He's gonna reroute some of the Kirovs.
He gets the battle lab, which means Drunk is not gonna have an IC. These Kirovs splitting up. Drunk has a big number of tanks. He needs to kill this anti-air. He should die for it.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen him just pump out 10 drones with those Kirovs. Yeah, he's not really able to support these Kirovs. Now these Tesla coils from Zed splits them up. Oh, and the force shield comes, and literally those Kirovs got almost nothing. They did force Zed to build quite a few flak tracks. I'm a Drunk. Drunk is going for the rock and roll method here, and a little bit of jazz would be nice because a handful of drones to support those Kirovs would have been nice. I don't know where his IC is. But hey, rock and roll. He's just gonna keep smashing his head into the wall until it breaks. I like it.
Dude, Zed somehow still holding on here. He was in such a back foot, but now his position looking really, really good. He's caught up on War Factories. His IC is gonna be ready way before Drunk's IC is gonna be ready. And just a very, very impressive. Why is Drunk making another Kirov when Zed already has like 17 flag tracks?
Yeah, and now Zed, and now he's going to lose that entire army of those drones. You might as well keep pushing. Don't retreat now. You're fully droned. Oh, the 2-tank IC. At least he baits a defensive IC. Yeah.
But he doesn't get much done there. And, well, what are these 5 Kirovs going to do?
And now back over to Rhinos. Okay, so Drunk has his IC out. Yeah, all he's doing is giving him he's just giving him a lead. Oh, this Kirov's going to do some work. That Kirov's going to do some work. Oh, he lets it go AFK. He's on the backside. Zed's got a few tanks down. Oh, that's going to do some work. Okay.
That's nice. Wow.
Well, rewind. Everyone rewind the stream 30 seconds ago when we were ripping on these Kirovs, and then just edit that part out. Because they did pretty good. They did pretty good.
Yeah, but this Kirov of Zed's is like in Drunk's base. His black tracks were completely out of it. Drunk's Kirov still getting value here. Gets a force shield down. He's heading to target the oil. He targets the
and that's going to take a few of the flak tracks with... Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah, but look, Drunk's now in with tanks, and his Kirov is still alive. A veteran Kirov. Gonna get the 2 nuclear power plants. Oh, my God.
Nuclear reactor goes down. Wow. And Zed trying to dive on the MCV. Okay, and that's... I'll tell you what, you know... Drunk, I think through most of this game, you kind of had the feeling Drunk was up, but God, Zed sure made him work for that. And wow, what a wild game!
Absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy. And this is why these guys are in the pro division.
Yeah. Wow.
Phenomenal.
Drunk Master taking down the Green Owl. Let's get Osama and Shadow in here, and then you guys get ready for your slideshow because these two, yeah, you combine the internet of Osama with Abdo, and yeah, we'll be playing on PowerPoint. Osama, Shadow, let's go.
All right, Osama and Abdo in here. Abdo Egyptian as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're seeing. I mean, this is green pings through. I think this redalert2.com. It's funny because I own that website, but I don't know who made this tunnel. So, some supporter out there, whoever made this tunnel, I appreciate you.
All right, all right.
All right.
Abdo versus Osama. Abdo choosing Soviet. Now, we just saw Osama crush me earlier. And Abdo did lose to Zed.
Yeah, so Osama on a win, Abdo on a loss.
Osama considered the best Yuri player in vanilla. As Yuri faction.
Minka, don't do it for that one. I'll keep an eye on those. And if I forget the wheel, it doesn't matter too much. That command gives me anxiety. That command is for like if something detrimental is happening. Like if someone gives me $1,000 and I miss it, then yell at me. Or like if all of a sudden if my mom walks in the back. Hey, you guys triggered the wizard, Yuri. If my mom walks in the stream and I don't realize that she's behind me giving bunny ears, then use that command. I love hard workers with another wheel spin. Can we load?
Lucky guy.
Oh, that's we're not loading this one.
That's the Egyptian bug right there.
Man, we got a lot of lag today, boys. A lot of lag. It's crazy. Of all the things going on in the world today, the inability to play a 20-year-old game without lag is kind of incredible.
Yeah, you'd think the technology.
I mean, we're living in a world where technology relies on our ability to understand the quantum tunneling of electrons to make transistors work in our technology, and yet somehow, even with quantum tunneling allowing us to communicate near instantaneously, we are not able to play Red Alert 2 without lag. We're loaded up. We're loaded up, boys. I love hard workers. Wheel spin, buddy. Wheel spin coming for you. Let's get you a high five. Get things started. All right, predictions are up, guys. Predictions are up. Type red or yellow in the chat if you're over here on Twitch. Red or yellow in the chat. Let's know who you think's going to take it home. Osama. I'm going to call. He's back to being the leg dragon. Osama the leg dragon, top left. And Lagdo. Lagdo, the shadow, bottom right. The two laggers. Well, maybe it'll cancel out. Maybe both their lag will cancel itself out. We'll see.
Maybe. Keep those hopes up. We believe in it.
Keep those hopes up. All right. Okay.
So Abdo and Osama both starting off with a lot of conscripts.
So you guys might be wondering the early games here, the reason that there's that arrow in the MCV. So we've added that to Quick Match. So now in Quick Match, when you spawn, the whole map is revealed. So you can see the whole map for like 10 seconds, and then your MCV automatically deploys. And that little bit of code is thanks to Snark. Snark, I can't believe you pulled that one off, dude. It is so sexy. I cannot imagine what you had to do to make that work, but I really appreciate it, man. It's beautiful.
I can't believe I pulled it off, dude. I didn't think it was possible when I started.
It's so, I mean, especially in Quick Match, you get 50 maps in there, you spawn one, you look at the little pixelated preview, you can't tell what's going on. It's so nice to be able to see the map and then all of a sudden have the, obviously up here you guys are probably getting a little confused because as an observer you can see the whole map all the time. As a player, obviously you have that, the black fog, so now with this new code you have the whole map revealed and then it disappears. Yeah, little nice bit of code. All right, here we go. The conscript wars begin. Look at the base walk. A little base walk from Lagdo. I like that.
Wow, he's going to be able to build off that cliff as well. This is an interesting base walk. I kind of like it, Ivor.
Yeah. He
wants to bring on the pressure. And look, he gets a free oil. Osama going to retreat. Losing an oil early on hurts. And Osama forced to make bunkers all over. Oh, my God. And that oil on the cliff. Oh, wow.
Yes.
That hurts.
Abdo the Shadow kicking Osama around right now. And that, you know, it used to be that this was the meta on these kind of small maps, especially at the top level. There was no way to prevent. The players would base walk every single time. You know, I ended up having to put bumps a mile wide to prevent it, and even then, most of them would find a way through. And I like this from Abdo. Clearly went in here, loaded up the game on his own, went cell by cell, played a little Tetris, and found a way to get downfield with bunkers. Love to see it.
Absolutely insane. And yeah, you could see those bumps in between the cliffs and the bridge, which is supposed to prevent this kind of base walk, but
Yeah.
they find a way. When there's a will, there's a way, Ivor.
Yeah, you know, I think if you got to work this hard for it, let them do it, you know. If you got to pull it off like that, sure. But I think, you guys remember on the Mummy map, I had like the new barrier system, and then in the finals, 5 games in, the whole tournament, no one had done it. 5 games in, Kian had found a way to get across the middle. Okay, here we go. The V3 rockets are doing work. Akirov's out. We're making like a Red Alert 2 movie trailer right now. Drones doing work, IC, a little bit of everything.
Absolutely crazy. I mean, Abdo has already killed 3 oils at this point. I mean, they're even on more factories on tech, but if you look at the economy, Osama's like barely 1K, and Abdo's on 5K easy.
Yeah, and I like the 2 V3s. The V3s need a heavy buff. They need a heavy buff. I'm not sure exactly what the buff should be, but they need a heavy buff. Okay, so gets a little taste of blood from Osama getting in there and grabbing 1 oil, but yeah, this one's coming up all Abdo at the moment. Oh, goes to go under the bridge there.
Ooh, they're gonna trade. They're gonna trade. I don't know about this for Abdo. Osama's got so many bunkers all over the place. Abdo now desoing up, trying to defend. 1 war factory goes down, 2 war factories go down, another one comes up. Osama also with 2 war factories left. These desos getting so much value. Osama about to lose his last war factory.
Last war factory goes down. ICs. Oh, and the IC goes down. And for Osama, yeah.
Okay, the barracks goes down. Osama's still left with the barracks. Abdo now should be able to get it. Now this Kirov is going to be problematic.
Oh,
no
the
anti-air.
Kirov. Wow.
And there's this flak track on the bridge for Abdo, and Osama threw away all of his rhinos, which means he's not going to be able to finish it off. The Kirov, on the other hand, is going to be able to finish off
And
if this flak track survives.
He needs to. Okay, Abdo needs to throw all of his tanks right now on this flak track. Oh, and the IC comes. Wow, he still had the IC after all that. What a wacky base trade. You know, base trade situation is a simple equation. When should you accept it? When you're down. And I think Osama accepting that base trade was a great idea. Abdo probably didn't need to force that base trade. Probably could have won it in a more mechanical method. But that's the Shadow for you. Going crazy. GG's, GG's. Shadow picks up the win.
Surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised Abdo won that base trade. That was a close one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, with all the bunkers and everything, I thought Osama had it. If Osama would have let most of his army survive, he had a much bigger army, then I think he might have been all right, except that Kirov was the Joker.
Yeah, the Kirov, yep. And that's why it's so funny in those kind of situations. You're trying to figure out, you're like, you're like trying to do the math. You're like, yeah, the 1 Kirov. Wow. Very close, though. GG's. And we didn't have any lag, so who knows? So what? So Zed's the lagger. It's the Green Owl who's the lagger. Very interesting.
There was definitely some lag there.
Some lag, but not as bad as Zed. Remember when Zed flipped the lag switch in that game? Just kidding. I shouldn't say that stuff. The viewers are gonna be like, "What?" It's so funny. Sometimes I feel like I'm like explaining all these interesting things, and no one notices. And then all of a sudden, I say a random thing. Someone's like, and all the comments are like, "Wait, what? Lag switch? I knew that was a thing. I knew my cousin was cheating." Okay.
Got you after the game.
All right. Yep. Snark yellow, drunk in red. Allied versus Allied, boys. Dimitar with the wheel spin. You win nothing, but thanks for playing. All right, guys, predictions are up. Type red or yellow in the chat. Drunk Master in red, bottom right. Snark, the Ninja, top left. Allied versus Allied. First time we're going to see it on this map. Let's see what we get. We'll see what we get. How you guys feeling? I see some yellows. Zed calling it for Snark. I like that. Zed a Snark believer. I'm a Snark believer. Zed, you broke your router? You acknowledge that you're a lagger? I'm not doing that lag again, Zed. If it's lagging like that, we're gonna kick you. So you better go ask your router for a favor. Go reset it, Zed. Have you reset your router today? You should really reset your router every 90 minutes. Yeah, poor Abdo. Abdo, as a known lagger yourself, I feel like you should probably be able to fight through it. But yeah, the lag is just it's really, really unbelievable. All right, guys, Allied versus Allied, and Snark gonna mix and match here. He's got the IFVs out, and you know the game makers would love that. I think it's so funny because when the game designers made the game, obviously they wanted Allied to be better. They had so much fun. They were like, and then think about what the IFV represents. The IFV is a unit where every single infantry that goes in it gives it a different ability. And so, like, that's so cool. Like, at the game design table, you know, on the whiteboard being like, oh, if it does this, it does that. And then, like, the spy unit is so cool. And you give them Eagles and Rocketeers. And they're going to have snipers and Grand Cannons. And then they're like, and then the Soviet, and they're like, well, Soviet, they're like, well, Soviet's just the antagonist. We'll just give them, like, one big dumb tank. And that'll be it. And the whole game will all be all about the Allies. And little did they know that the meta would break and the Rhino tank would become the entire game. And the poor IFVs would hardly ever get to use their what? What do the IFVs use to turn themselves into different units? What's it called? No one knows? No one knows? How'd that prediction go? 77% of you guys aren't drunk. You guys aren't Snark believers. Transformer panels. Transformer panels engaged. Engineering. Transformer panels. All right, Snark, let's go. Rocky's in. Snark holding. Snark holds, boys. Eagles coming. Oh, God, Snark. That was the worst eagle route I've ever seen in my life. He sent that. He couldn't have put his eagles through more anti-air if he tried. Okay. That was his chance to get ahead. If he could have sniped that AFC, that would have been GG, easy, no re, man. Kevin, glad you're enjoying, man. Paradrop. Paradrop. Let's go. Oh, damn. Rocketeers. You guys thinking, Ivor, it seems like you're cheering for Snark. Yeah, I'm cheering for Snark. I'm cheering for the underdog. We needed one more player in this group, so I threw Snark in here. But hey, I'm always here. I'm always here for the upsets, man. I want Snark to clean this whole division. And as a quick reminder, guys, we are back to running Blitz tournaments every month. And we do have divisions for all skill levels. So we have a group of every month, all the new players, returning players, people who haven't played since their cousin's basement 15 years ago. We put them all together. They all have fun. This month we had like 8 new players in the group. Getting some games. So come join the Discord, download the game, all that information at redalert2.com. Eagles coming. Eagles coming. Okay, so the Eagles will keep flying now as long as Snark... Oh, nice. Gets a war... That was his only war factory. That was his only war factory. And you can also buy my comic book. I made a Red Alert 2 comic book. It's free. Well, it's not free. You have to pay for the shipping and the printing. But I can't make money on it because I don't own Red Alert 2. So I don't make any money on it. But it is cool. Custom-made Red Alert 2 comic book. It's called War-Torn Lovers. Yuri and Tanya fall hopelessly in love against all odds. I think you guys will enjoy it. There's going to be a sequel eventually. Stay tuned. Eagles coming now. Rocky's out. Oh, he's going to hover. Oh. So he suies the Eagles. He hovers over the top of the... You use control, or is it alt? You can make the Eagle hover over the top of a building, so it crashed into it. Well played. So a ton of Patriot missiles out now for Drunk Master, and that's kind of his big advantage here. Sequel when? Forlight's just waiting for that comic book sequel. He's the only reason he's here. It's a lot of Patriot missiles, and that's going to make it difficult for Snark to get any value on the ground. Or, sorry, in the air. And Snark's going mass barracks now. Mass Barracks, Mass Rockies. I don't hate it. He's on 22K, but I probably would have. I think as soon as Drunk Master went to like, as soon as Drunk Master built so many Patriot missiles, I think Snark should have probably tried to get over to Tech, try to get Prism tanks out. Well, I don't know. The thing is, when your anti-air relies on Patriot missiles, your anti-air relies on power. So, if Snark were to get him low power, these Patriot missiles would go down. He is going to get a Rocky advantage, presumably, because he has a billion barracks. Drunk Master, keep in mind, guys, now Drunk Master is gapped up. Oh, Eagles do dive and get an oil. Now, in these kind of games, these AVA long games like this, oftentimes you will see a lot of players just diving on each other's oils. Remember, you can only build a total of 12 oils per game. It's not at a time, it's per game. So once you build your 12th oil, oh, those Eagles do sneak all the way around. Oh, devastating. Devastating. He snuck those Eagles. Snark was right there. Absolutely huge. Snark's going to feel that with his economy. Okay, here he comes with the Rockies. He needs to target the power plants. He stops for an oil. Don't think he can afford to do that. All right, Snark's got a three-way attack coming. He's outgunned on all sides. He needs to go for the... He hits the battle lab. Now going to get a big explosion here. Eagles coming. Snark's final stand. What can he do? Hits a random oil on the cliff that doesn't get a chain reaction. A for effort. A for effort. A for effort, ladies and gentlemen.
Player defeated.
Path, yo, yo, yo. Zed versus Osama. Zed versus Osama. Hey, I thought you almost had him.
What up?
Dude, there was actually a pretty few pretty close moments in that one. Some good tactics.
Yeah, no, I keep fucking up the oils.
Yeah, and then again, that chain reaction. These maps are tough, man. These small, you have to like constantly, every time you lay a building, you have to be like stretch.
Yeah, it's a tough builder. But yeah, I mean, Drunk is in shape and is no joke.
Yeah, he's looking good. Osama in red, Zed in yellow. Zed saying it is his router that's causing this lag. Probably won't be bearing through it again. So we'll see here. We'll see. Cross your fingers for the green owl.
Let's hope for the best. Come on, Zed. We believe in you.
Drunk, what color were you? Or Snark, what color were you?
Tech building captured.
I believe I was yellow. I'm actually not sure.
Drunk, what color were you?
I'm getting a black screen.
Yeah. All right.
Player defeated.
All right.
All right. Well, you streamer, if you want, there are tutorials on YouTube of how to edit maps and add some cool functions. Final Alert 2 tutorials.
Yeah, if you go to actually, if you go to redalert2.com, I got a link. I got a link that goes go through the menu. You'll find the map making link. It goes to Snark has a bunch of tutorials. There's some other ones out there as well. But there's a very detailed guide to making maps. I wouldn't recommend it. I don't encourage anyone to make maps in Final Alert. I think it's a a terrible experience. But if something possesses,
Have you tried the new program to make
no, I
maps, the World
haven't.
Editor?
To be fair, I have not. No. Is it
The
a lot
World
better?
Editor is pretty. Oh my god.
Wait,
so much better.
I'm confused. How was a new editor made? How is that possible?
It's I'm not exactly sure, but I think it's an editor that's designed for many other games, and they added Red Alert 2 to it. I'm not exactly sure.
Have you made a tutorial
But-
for that one?
No, but I
Oh.
probably should.
Damn, yeah. I feel like for me, it's like I've just too many hours of my life. I'll never go back. All right. Cool.
And we've got the same bug again.
Defeated.
Oh.
4 lights. We'll give you a wheel spin while we wait, buddy. Wheel spin for 4 lights.
So this is like the worst lag possible.
It's not moving at all. Hey, 4 lights just won $5. We got some lag going on, but 4 lights did win $5, so be happy for that. We got 225 viewers in here across both platforms. What a day to be alive. What a day to be alive.
Absolutely awesome.
And you hate to see it. You hate to have it like this.
Change
right.
tunnel. I suppose.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
What are we on at the moment?
We're on that redalert2.com.
You want to try CNC Europe again? Maybe.
Yeah, CNC Europe. Yeah. That's Worms rule of CNC.
Yeah, either that or Worms rules. What are we feeling?
CNC Europe's looking good.
Showing Snark on my screen.
Yeah, it's probably let's do a little math on that one. Snark's been here all day. You've been here in some games. All day we haven't lagged. In your games we have lagged. So let's do the math on that one, Zed. Let's do the math. Okay.
Oh boy. Ooh,
Player defeated.
this is unfortunate. Yeah, it's showing Zed.
Yeah. The way she goes, the way she goes.
How do you own the domain redalert2.com?
That is
It's a long story.
That is a great question. We're going to tell that story in a second. All right, so Zed loses. All right, let's run Drunk versus Shadow. Drunk versus Shadow.
I was actually excited to see Zed versus Osama.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Zed said he broke his router. So I mean it, you know.
That sucked.
Drunk versus Shadow. This will be a good one. Drunk versus Shadow, the two mental Omega players, the two conscript spammers. Hopefully we can run this one without.
Absolutely. Drunk has won all of his games so far. Abdo also looking so good, Ivor, so powerful. This should definitely be an interesting one. Drunk going Soviet. Abdo going Soviet as well. This should be interesting.
Yeah, hopefully they can get the hype going here. We need to get some energy back. We need some energy back in this.
No one dares take the Allied versus the Soviet approach, huh?
Apparently not.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't blame them. This map is rough.
And these, I mean, to
They're
see,
all-
yeah, for Zed not even playing Allied. I mean, Drunk and Abdo are more Soviet players, I guess, but yeah, you'd expect it from yeah. Okay, all right.
Here we go.
Let's get it going, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Predictions are up. Type red or yellow in the chat. We got Abdo. Abdo, the Shadow. Bottom right, red. Facing off against Drunken Master, yellow, top left. Again, both these guys, some top-level players coming over from the Mental Omega mod. I don't know, maybe 8 months ago or so. top level guys like to spam their conscripts and shove action in your face early on. So we'll see what we get here. Yeah, so redalert2.com, the domain was someone was just squatting it. I don't think EA ever even had it. So someone was just squatting it basically, and I did what I always do when there's a domain I want. I message the person and I say, I want to buy your domain for $500, and they say, this domain is very valuable. We won't accept anything less than $10,000. And then I just email them again every month, and I just say, hey, I'll give you $500. And I don't know, I did that for like 8-9 months or something, and eventually the guy caved. He was like, sure, $500. And on that day on the stream, I put up a stream and I was like, yo, we're buying Red Alert 2, and I put up a donation pool and everyone put money in and we bought redalert2.com. And that's it. That's the story. All right.
Absolutely awesome. Yeah, so Dronka with a very interesting build. He wants to get that sentry gun up on that cliff there.
Oh,
in the center.
Ah, okay. All right, and now Abdo gonna stretch over this bridge again. Drunk gonna get in the center. You could build in that center too. You could almost get an oil into the center if you wanted, probably. Don't you think?
Oh, maybe if you destroy the trees,
yeah.
you could build close enough to the cliff. Yeah, I suppose so. And big conscript fight in the center, tank conscript fight here. It looks like Abdo is going to be the one taking that. Maybe now the sentry gun that he put here up on the cliff works so hard to do is going to come into play. Bad engagement there for Drunk. Very bad engagement there for Drunk.
Yeah, he needed to pull out of that a second earlier. I like this. Honestly, I think he should get an oil up on this cliff and take control of the center. I think that's. I mean, I think why not? He's already started. Now another sentry, but again, you know, if you would have put an oil there. So you know, so all the buildings have the same distance you can build away from other buildings. The exceptions are oils can build an extra cell away, so that's why you guys see people base walking with oils. And defensive structures can build further away as well. And it's still, this isn't Drunk. He's trying to kind of stay by his sentry gun, try to get an edge, but. He's outgunned, and now you're going to see Abdo at the higher ground here. Both those oils in range. This could be over quick.
Oh, yeah. A very strong offensive here from Abdo. Drunk just couldn't keep up, and he's going to leave the conscripts there to keep getting value and do damage while Drunk tries to go to the bottom. Now, he doesn't really have the numbers to actually be able... Oh, nice. Crushing most of those conscripts. Drunk finally pushing off that offensive with all the conscripts already was making a radar. Probably would have preferred another War Factory instead. Now Abdo ahead by one War Factory. Deso coming out.
Oh, the Deso. Wow. And that dog, now a dog obviously on the ground is gonna get radiation and die because it goes through their paws. That dog was mid-air. It was already in the air as the radiation came down. It jumped over the radiation and ate the Desolator. You guys saw it here first. Gonna get an oil bottom side.
And Abdo's going to return the favor topside, and as he chases Drunk out of his base, now again Abdo with a tank advantage for sure. Also, one War Factory ahead.
Wow. Okay, so Abdo.
2 War Factories ahead.
2 War Factories ahead. Yeah. The radar, the Desolators for Drunken Master are what kept him alive here, but are gonna it's gonna be what puts him behind as we get into a middle game. Drones. And now
nice
Abdo over to drones. Oh, to deal with the Desos. Okay.
And some drones to deal with the Deso. One tank getting thrown away by Abdo there, going right through Drunk's base, and a lot of radiation damage. Now, these 2 splits is what Drunk needs to worry about. Abdo's going to try and attack him from 3 different directions. Nice Deso defense in the center there. Drunk doing a good job. Now he has to worry about top. Top coming in here.
Yeah.
Drunk moving into position to defend.
Several sentry guns, some drones as well. He's going to get absolutely smoked on that top side. He's going to try to get maybe sneaky with do a little side quest with these 4 on the left side. It looks like Drunken Master has picked him up though. But yeah, Abdo everywhere, man. And it's amazing to see a player like Drunken Master, who's such an aggressive, strong player, be almost on his heels. But as I say that, though, you know, everything that Abdo's throwing at him, Drunken Master doing a good job of deflecting, minimizing damage. 4 tanks do get through topside, and I think Drunken Master's lost track of them.
Sending some tanks to deal with that. They might get a War Factory.
Oh, he switches off! Okay, good. Yeah, 5-6 tanks, I would have liked to have seen him try to sneak the MCV, but 4 just takes too long, so he does get 1 War Factory out of it. Man, and what a nice back and forth here now. Still big War Factory advantage for Abdo. Abdo's got the War Factories and the money, and keep an eye on that because you got to think that's going to convert into a significant tank advantage here. Doesn't have a huge tank advantage at the moment. He doesn't have a huge tank advantage, but
but he's producing
Oh, yeah.
way more
Yeah,
points
yeah,
than
yeah.
Drunk is at the moment with 8 war factories versus 4. So it doesn't really matter, even if he's a little behind now because he threw away a few runners, he's going to catch up so quickly and now already out-taking his opponent. The power of so many war factories.
Yeah, war factories matter. That is the #1 YouTube comment that I get. Actually, it's the second. #1 is why dogs? Why dogs? #2 is why so many tank buildings? That's what people say. And fun fact, and you guys who just stumbled in here, thanks to the YouTube or Twitch algorithm gods, the dogs are meat shields. We throw them in front. The enemy tanks get confused. They shoot the dogs. Your tanks get to shoot the tanks. They work as meat shields. We call them fodder. The game was designed like that. It wasn't the original instructions. I don't know why the game designers did it. I think it's stupid myself. The game designers hate dogs. #2 question, of course, is the war factories. The more war factories you build, the faster your tanks produce. Same as the barracks, the faster your infantry produce. So you want to have a lot of war factories. The algorithm, it's not exactly like, oh, you build 2, you produce double. It goes up incrementally, and at some point it kind of caps out at like 7, 8. Like every war factory you get is very significant up to like 7 or 8, and then it kind of slows down a little bit more. At some point it caps out maybe at like 10 or 11. Maybe it doesn't necessarily cap out, but the advantages are very small. But even then, you have a bunch, so if you lose them, you still have a big Desolator hit. But Drunk gets caught dancing on his own radiation for a moment there.
Oh, yeah, that was painful for Drunk, actually. And Abdo slowly edging him out. Now, Drunk is teched up, and he's really using these Desolators in a phenomenal fashion. Question is, does Abdo? Yeah, Abdo starts now. He's making a radar. Oh my god, those Desos are huge, man.
So
much value.
And now he's trapped. He's now kind of trapped in this area. Ooh, and he does have the tanks, I think, to... Oh, and now Abdo... Oh my goodness, you guys. Look wherever you want. There's something going on in every corner of the map, and Abdo gets a big bite bottom side. Even more oil's going down. That top left split did a good job of just distracting. Drunk Master has to go full broken arrow, nuke Deso his entire base, and go drones. Finally, Abdo, all that hard work paying off here.
Indeed, the Desolators on the drones getting so much value, but it doesn't really matter as Abdo dives on oils, gets these explosions, and slowly moves further and further ahead as he hits 10 war factories. Yes, you heard me, 10.
10. We call that a 10-pack, boys. You get a 10-pack, that's how you know you're doing something right. He tries to throw those drones in to counter the Desolators. Just kind of an annoying situation, but doesn't really matter. I mean, Drunk Master's got his MCD, he's got a few war factories, but again, 10 war factories. At some point...
Oh my god, this oil has been force shielded, it's been IC'd, it's been defended for so long.
Keep that oil alive. That's the name of the game. This oil has all of his... Did that same one get force shield and IC'd? That's awesome.
Yes. Oh my god.
Big explosion. You guys ready for it? Here we go. Here we go. He builds the nuclear reactor. Wow. GGs are called.
GG finally called. Wow, insane. Insane. Abdo takes it.
You know, I kind of, there's a couple months I wasn't streaming as much. I kind of lost track. You know, Abdo was like, I thought of Abdo as kind of like Drunk's younger brother, right? They both came from Mental Omega, but Drunk was better than Abdo. Abdo was in semi-pro and Drunk was in pro for several months. And now I heard some people saying that Abdo's looking stronger, and yeah, we certainly saw that there. Wow.
Yeah, Abdo grinds like crazy. He's online all the time.
Okay, Osama versus Drunk. Osama versus Drunk.
Osama versus Drunk. Okay, let's go. So who's ahead, Ivor? Tell us about the bracket.
Yeah, what are we looking at here? Look at people who don't have X's on their faces. So Osama's got 2 wins and Drunk's got 2 wins and Shadow's got 2 wins. Pretty even at the moment, actually.
Wow. So if Drunk takes this one, that's going to give him a 3rd win, and then perhaps Abdo will take me.
Wow.
And then they'll have to face off.
Yeah, so pretty close one. I mean, of course, that would mean that you lose to Shadow, which obviously won't happen. So yeah, we'll see. Osama.
True.
Osama, you're allied versus you gotta run allied, you gotta go crazy, Snark. Start scheming, man. Okay, Osama in red, Drunk Or wait, what are we running? Osama versus who?
Osama versus Drunk.
Okay. Osama red, Drunk yellow. Okay.
Both gonna stick to Soviet. Surprise, surprise.
Knife gets a wheel spin. Gift a spin,
Let's
Knife.
go Knife.
Who you giving your wheel spin to, buddy? Joss catching it live, man. You're living it. You're living it. Yeah, why? So the redalert2.com domain that I got, I just told that story. Anyway, someone was asking, why don't I get sued? You can't really, you're not really doing any copyright. As long as you don't make money, you're not, like, so we play on CNCnet. CNCnet is a program that's ran by volunteers that allows us to play Red Alert 2 online. So EA does not have an official way to play online. So we have to play on a third-party program. And the reason we can do that is because we don't charge money for it. So as long as you're not charging money for something, you can do whatever you want. Like I made a Red Alert 2 comic book that uses their intellectual property, but I don't charge money for it, so it's not infringing. RedAlert2.com, I just use that to promote content, you know, to tell people how to come play and to come find the streams and stuff. But I'm not like selling a product. So that's why you don't get into issues with that. And the same thing with CNCnet. That's why CNCnet can't charge money, which is an issue because CNCnet costs money. So CNCnet, like I said, that allows everyone to play online throughout the world. It runs on volunteers and it runs on donations, literally. Like everyone who runs these tunnels for us to play on, people have to pay for them. And so it sucks because it'd be nice if we could charge people like, hey, everyone pay $5 to support the servers, but we can't do that. So basically, if you're thinking, hey, it sounds like EA does nothing and gives you nothing, you'd be exactly right. EA does not care about us at all, and they make our lives very difficult. Okay, oh, those conscripts. Wow, he crushed so many conscripts there. Very nice from Drunk. Oh, Sama.
Yeah. A really great offensive here from Drunk. Osama now on the back foot, desperately trying to defend. Drunk takes the high ground here. Still pushing in, trying to get that sentry gun down. A lot of conscripts on the field, though. Needs to be careful. It's going to come down to the micro. Who can click? Whose tank's better? And Osama does defend.
Wow.
But you'll notice the sentry guns and the eco difference. Osama had to put down quite a few sentry guns, which put him a little bit behind economically.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I put a prediction up? Oh, type red or yellow. Okay, you guys got a little taste. I gave you guys a little taste on that one. Type red or yellow. Osama's bounced right back in. How you guys feeling? Type red or yellow. Let's see what you guys got.
Double bunker on the left to defend here. Drunk going for kind of a trade here, going to the right-hand side. Osama now responding, going to defend. Drunk is going to be pushed out, but does get a Rhino on the retreat. And Drunk, for some reason, making a service depot. That's interesting. Now Drunk taking the bridge here. This could be very annoying. Going for an oil, and Osama's like, fine, let's trade.
Yeah, I would like this a lot more for Drunk if he had Desos. Radar comes out.
And
Desolator.
the radar.
Desolator coming. The Desolator's still in position. Oh, that oil's going to take all the conscripts anyway. I like... Oh, and gets a War Factory. Now the Desolator out. That oil takes out all the conscripts, but oh. Wow, I thought Drunk was coming up ahead early game there. Wow.
Yeah, made some bad decisions. Decided to go offensive in very questionable positions and fell behind on the War Factory count, allowing Osama to pull ahead on tanks. And now Drunk is dead.
Oof. And I think, wow. Sorry, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking of the game count. Are you going to count the games Zed did play and give 3 points to the games he didn't play?
Well,
like maybe just take him out of the equation, pretend he was never in the round robin.
Okay. So if we take him out, yeah. Oh, so we don't. Yeah, we should probably take Zed out because right now Osama has a win on a DQ.
Exactly.
So if we
take Zed out, Osama has a win versus Shadow, and Osama has a win versus.
No, but it
Drunk,
doesn't really
right?
change it either because Drunk earned a win versus Zed.
So you don't want to remove it. That
well, like, okay, all right. So, well, hold on. Okay, so right now Osama has 3 wins, Drunk has 2 wins, Shadow has 2 wins. So right now, if Shadow beats you, it would be Shadow versus Osama. Now, if we were to take, if we take out the DQ win, if we take Zed completely out of the equation, it's kind of the same situation, right? It still comes down to Osama having. It's the same situation either way. And it's not really fair to only take out the DQ and not take out the other one, because then it's like Osama didn't have a chance to get that win.
Yeah. Zed. Okay, again, Zed won versus Abdo, right? And then Osama gets a free win versus Zed.
But either way, if we take, I mean, you can only take Zed out. We can take Zed completely out, in which case it's the same situation. You have Osama with more wins than Drunk. Okay, well,
Yeah.
here, let me say this more simply. If we take Zed out completely because he got DQ'd halfway through, we end up in the same situation where it's going to probably be Shadow and Osama in the finals. Either way, it doesn't really matter.
Got it. All right, so me versus Shadow.
And if Snark wins this, well, then I don't know what happens.
Then Osama wins.
Oh yeah, then
If
Osama
Snark
just
loses
wins.
this,
Yeah.
then they have to face off.
Okay, yeah, exactly. All right, so Snark and Shadow.
Let's go, Abdo. I win this, you don't get to the finals.
Yeah. So if Snark wins this one, so Snark's playing on Team Osama right now. If Snark wins this, so Snark wins this game, does not win the event, but Osama. Okay, Snark, good luck, buddy.
I'm Team Osama all the way.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Make it happen, man. All right. Snark. All right, Abdo. And then we'll probably, anyway, guys, stick around here. We never know what Snark could pull off. Abdo matching with Allied. Nice. Snark, Abdo. Miku says, I hope there's a twist. I hope there's a twist too, man. I hope there's a twist too. Okay. Osama, what color were you last game? Coach Sambo, most respect for all you RE2 lovers. A lot of RE2 lovers around here. Osama, okay, Osama was red. Glotris says he's red. Miku, you remember the Almo? That was 3 years ago. You remember the Almo map? Who are you? OG fan, I like that. Oh, you mean the original. Sorry. You mean the original Almo map from actual Westwood. You're not talking about Blitz. Okay. I'm still excited. All right, Glotris is saying that Osama was red. Okay. Wheel spin. 4 Lights gets another wheel spin. 4 Lights, you've been predicting right all day. Gifted spin, 4 Lights, who you giving it to? I feel like Knife had a gifted spin I missed as well. All right, here we go, guys. Snark, the Ninja, AVA, Abdo, the Shadow. Stick around, guys. After this game, we'll be running the finals. Should be Osama versus Abdo, unless Snark has an upset here. You never know. You never know. Abdo looking absolute beast mode. So Abdo versus Osama. We'll run a BO3 finals on this with those two as well. Yeah, 4 Lights and Knife. You guys both have gifted spins. Let me know. Yeah, the Almo base. 4 Lights gifting a spin to Woo. Woo gets a high five. All right, hey, all right, little engagement. Snark. Oh, Snark gets caught shooting the dog. Snark's ahead. Snark's ahead, boys. Snark's ahead. Wow. Abdo's blowing this. As a reminder, guys, if Abdo loses this game, he's going to lose the event. Osama and Snark's not even going to win the event. Paradrop on the hill. It's it's funny because, like, all day I've been rooting for Snark, and now I'm kind of not rooting for Snark because I kind of want to see Abdo and Osama in the finals. These round robins are always a little wacky. BO1 round robins with a group of 5. You end up in these weird situations, but it's just kind of a fun way to get it's a fun way to get a bunch of players involved, keep the action rolling. So they make for fun events, but as you guys saw in the semi-pro before this, we had a 3-way tie at the end, so we had to do a free-for-all. So it's always a little bit wacky, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Oh, is he gonna lose that AFC? Snark doing work. Snark taking down Abdo would be very impressive here. Abdo obviously feeling a little bit cocky going into this game with Allied, not his preferred faction. Snark chose Allied and Abdo matched it. Oh, Abdo's going to lose his AFC. Oh, he built another AFC. All right, Snark. All right, Snark. The players are picking their own faction, so they get to choose. Wow. Abdo pulling it back, you think, Lloyd? Could be. Could be, could be. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, I was mentioning that in that last game, you know, with Osama and Drunk. You saw Drunk ahead, and then all of a sudden a couple mistakes, and Osama came out. And I think that's the big thing at the top level. At the lower levels, the game that you're playing, it's almost like you each are building a stack of rocks, and whoever's rock gets high enough, you win. At the pro level, though, it's like a tug-of-war, and then as soon as there's a little opening, as soon as you get a little bit ahead, you have to pounce and make it happen, because if there's an opening, it's not going to stay open. If you're ahead now, that doesn't mean you're going to be ahead later. And so that's what you see these pro players do, is as soon as the window of opportunity opens, they immediately shoot down and get maximum value. Whereas at the lower levels, you'll have a player, you know, maybe he gets his build off, maybe you get lucky, maybe he misclicks, whatever the case, there's a window of opportunity, but they're not there fast enough to capitalize. And then the game goes back to equilibrium again. And that's really what it takes at the top level, is identifying when there's an opportunity and extracting maximum pain. And a big part of that comes from map control. You know, if you're in a position, you know, that's why you always see these kind of you know, top level players oftentimes in the middle of the map, hovering, trying to be on their opponent's doorstep. That means when their opportunity opens, they're right there to pounce, which makes a huge difference. You see Snark just hovering these eagles, trying to thread the needle here. What's the target? Gets an oil. Doesn't quite get that battle lab. Again, guys, you can only build 12 total oils per game. We got a lot of viewers in here. 240 people across 2 platforms. You'll love to see it. RA2 the Moon Boys. That's what the whole mission is around here. RedAlert2.com. You can learn how to play the game. Come join the tournaments. Check out the Twitch. Check out the YouTube. Watch games like this. He dives, gets the battle lab. That cancels out the force shield. Now from the left side, death by 1,000 paper cuts. Snark coming at him from all different angles. Abdo gets another oil. Any of you guys who think this game looks a little different than your childhood, this is the Blitz mod, which is something Snark and I and a few other programmers came up with now about 3 years ago. Smaller maps, everything builds a little bit faster, and you build oils for money. And that's pretty much the core game. Other than that, meant to be more of a spectator sport, give you guys some non-stop action. And, well, that's certainly what we've seen today. Paradrop on the hill from Snark. Man, this is exhausting. I'm sweating just watching these guys. Gets in and grabs another oil. Yeah, again, a game like this, AVA, we're at the 6-minute mark. These guys are going to run out of oils. Again, they can only build 12 per game. Paradrop from the hill. Paradrop on the hill gets the AFC from Snark. That was huge. Gets the AFC. Abdo does have another one, though. Snark now playing off the higher ground. Oh, man. Snark's now got... Oh, my gosh. Snark has 2 elite IFVs. Elite IFV is the most broken unit in the game. How fast they shoot is, like, totally broken. You get them on the backside, you can melt an entire base. Snark gets in, grabs another oil. Abdo is probably going to be out of oil soon. Builds a Grand Cannon now on the left side. Allied is able to build 1 Grand Cannon per game, or 1 Grand Cannon at a time. Oh, and Snark, rough unit control. Those Rockies just thinned out his Grizzly numbers. Snark had a pretty significant Grizzly number, but that's gonna balance out the tank numbers here a little bit. Even War Factory's now 2-2. Paradrop on the hill. Snark sees it. Snark is everywhere right now. What do you guys think at this point? Both, oh my gosh, it's so even. Both players 4K in the bank. Both players 2 AFCs. Both players 2 War Factories. And the Unicorn Vomit for Snark. Power up triggered by the chat. Could be exactly what he needs here. The Rockies are pushing in. Abdo's Rockies out of position. Snark, oh, Snark's tanks. Why did Snark send his tanks like that? Snark, no. I actually thought that might have been a decent push, but he would have had to use his tanks way differently. Now 3 AFCs from Snark. He's going to bounce back, try to do it from the skies. Takes out an AFC. He should keep chipping at oils. I think Abdo is going to run out of oils soon. Yeah, Snark looking full octopus status. That's why we call it that. Octopus status from Snark right now. 8 hands doing 8 different things. But now Snark catching his breath. I thought there was I don't know. I guess he just feels like his Eagles takes the power plant. He's got an Eagle advantage. Oh, Snark's broke. Snark goes broke. That last, yeah. Oh, and gets another oil. So now both players, so we've gone from like open field combat to now trench warfare. Both players are in their trenches, just lobbing grenades across the battlefield at each other. Okay, both players now gapped up as we get into a late game. Wow. Okay, go home, collect your dead, sharpen your axe. We'll meet at high noon. Both players now fully gapped up. Here, I'm going to make the mini-map bigger for a second. Take a look at the mini-map. So you guys can kind of see here up there. You can keep an eye on that. You can kind of see the shadows, give you an idea. But yeah, you'll see both these guys' bases now are totally gapped up. Now, gapped up AVA Blitz is a tricky game, and it's obviously a massive defensive advantage. These guys are they're gonna run out of money though. I cannot believe Abdo just got in and got more oils. Snark had to deny that. Chronosphere now for Snark. So once the gaps are up, sometimes you can try to pivot these elite IFVs. No, they're in cannon range though. Does not want to throw those elite IFVs. Those are his ace in the hole right now. Those things can do work. So yeah, once you're gapped up, sometimes you can pivot. We've seen players gap up and go mass barracks, go mass Rockies, Weatherstorm and Chrono for Snark. Well, certainly that's what he wants here. Both players going broke. Wow. Now, once players start running out of their economy, a couple interesting things happen. One, the defensive advantage becomes much bigger. You know, early game when you have money and you have a lot of money and the money's going to keep coming, there's kind of this feeling of like eating an elephant. You can just throw your army, take a bite, throw your army, take a bite. In this case, you can't throw your army because you're not going to have another one. Oh, the ore purifier's out. What's the ore purifier do again in Blitz? I forget. I think it makes tanks cheaper. I think we reprogrammed it to be like an industrial plant. I think it makes tanks cheaper. That was a good move by both players. Now, the next thing that comes into a game that's broken, or where players are broke, is the super weapons. Obviously, the gift that keep on giving. So now both players have their Chronosphere and their Weatherstorm. A big super weapon advantage here for Snark. And this, keep an eye right here, boys. When these Prism tanks get chronoed, he's going to get a ton of them, and they're going to do work. Now, again, guys, they're gapped up, so they don't know what they're going into. And these Patriot missiles are going to really kind of nullify any regular offensive move. So the reason Snark's pushing right now is to create a distraction. Oh, no, he pushes in range. Oh, he was in range of the MCV, but the cannon's out. He force shields perfectly. Oh, but the Rockies did work. The Rockies got through. How did the Rockies get through that? Wow. Okay. That's one that's worth watching a replay on a few times. That was nice. So, Snark, bit of a mistake going right into the cannon range. Uh-oh. Now Abdo coming. Counterpunch coming. What's the move, boys? What's the move? Oh, and Abdo has his Chronosphere ready. He could dunk. He could take Snark's tanks right now and dunk them in this water, maybe. Oh, the Prism tanks on that hill. He takes 2 Grizzlies and an IFV to the back of his base. Oh no, they are going to get that oil, but the force shield's there. Snark peels off a couple Rockies to take care of that Prism. Oh, it's not going to matter. Wow. Oh, man. That was a hell of a game. That was a hell of a game.
Are you not entertained?
Damn. Oh, that was a spicy one. You love to see that, Snark. And dude, Snark, nice. All right. And that brings us to the finals. Ladies and gentlemen, grab some popcorn, crack a beer. Abdo the Shadow, Osama the Leg Dragon. We are in here. Let's get Snark in here to break down that game for us there a little bit. Man, that was a hell of a game. Oh, I didn't run a prediction for that one? Snark.
What up? What up?
Dude, that was fucking awesome, man. Oh, that was so close.
So close, so close. No, Abdo with baiting my force shield there to make me go low power because he knew he had air supremacy was brilliant. I love that strategy out of him. That was really, really nice.
Oh, at the end, right? At the end,
Yeah.
so that put your Patriot missiles down.
Yeah.
Dude, that prism, the prism tanks, your prism chronosphere. Yeah, he force shielded that. Dude, that was spicy, man. You got ahead on once you guys started, because you were both going broke, you got ahead on super weapons. Tell me about your armpits right now. How sweaty are they?
Oh my god. All the way, you know when it goes all the way down to your thighs? That's how down your shirt, it's all dark on the sides. What do you mean, Lloyd? What Lloyd is trying to he still thinks that he's semi-pro and I'm pro because of that game.
Well, that's what I like about unbowed, unbent, unbroken. That's Snark. 3 losses. He comes in there, and dude, that's what I love about you, man. I love that when no matter what group I throw you in, you're gonna go down swinging. That was awesome. That was a great game.
That was a fun game. Absolutely.
Okay.
So the finals.
We're
what we've
here,
all
boys.
been waiting for.
We're living it. I'm gonna put the hype song on. I'm gonna get the hype song on. I'm gonna get the scoreboard up. We're gonna run best of 3 here in the finals. Abdo the Shadow versus Osama.
Best of 3, hell yeah. Let's freaking do it.
We'll let these guys, they'll still pick their factions. We will switch map sides.
Whoa, you're doing best of 3 and you're not going to force them to do... Why don't you do...
Should we do AVS, SVA, and then let them pick for the final third? Should we force?
I'd be interested to see that. I'm going to be honest. I'm a bit tired of all the Soviet versus Soviet.
Okay, we're gonna do.
Drunk is on to me. How did you know? How did you know, Drunk? I love the map, Polya. A bit Soviet favored, but I love the map.
Yeah, Polya, this is a spicy one, man. I mean, I think it's fun to see, creative stuff on such a small map, and some of the little stuff, some of the builds and the players in that backdoor alleyway has been kind of fun. Yeah, good one, Polya. We appreciate you, buddy. All right, so Abdo in red, Osama in yellow, best of 3. We're gonna do Allied versus Soviet, then Soviet versus Allied. Let's get it going.
Indeed. Back to some old school Blitz, man. I miss this. The small maps, the intensity.
I know, man. I had, dude. This is a fun day. These BO1s keep the people fresh, keep the action moving. Yeah, I like it.
Absolutely.
All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in the professional division finals for this Blitz 1v1 tournament here on the Cloud9 map, brought to you by talented mapmaker Polye. Close quarter combat all day. We had a lot of players, some good games, but it all comes down to this. Abdo bottom right, the Shadow facing off against Osama, yellow top left, the Dragon. We are playing best of 3 here in the final, so it'll be Allied versus Soviet, then they'll switch Soviet versus Allied. Final match, they can pick their own factions. We've seen Soviet definitely cleaning up so far here today, but these guys have gotten a feel for the map. These are top-level players. Allied's doable. Snark, what are the keys to victory here for Allied? What's Allied got to do to win this on this map?
Well, you can't let Sov get too much map control here. Obviously, you're going to want Eagles, not too many Rocketeers, just because the Soviet anti-air is so powerful. Don't spend too much money on that. Minimum of, just 2 AFCs, so you could snipe oils here and there and get some serious damage, and then it's going to be tech. I think if you could reach that point, BFs could be really good on this map.
No matter what Snark says, the final statement is always, no matter the map, no matter the players, the final statement is always, and I think the BFs could be good. I agree with you. I'm telling you. Pillbox to defend now. Grizzlies, this is right where the Grizzlies want to be, on that little hill right there shooting down. I want to see the BFs, man. I want to see the BFs. We don't get enough BF action. Yeah. So Snark, in that last game when you guys were going back and forth with each other's oils, did you run out of oils? Did you run out of building oils?
Yeah, I ran.
Yeah.
I could not build any oils,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I think they both did. Yeah, and that's what's so powerful. The allied player keep picking off oils like that. Very nice build here. You see both these players spreading out their oils, and Abdo taking advantage of getting up on that bridge cliff there. But these GIs just being menacing, trying to slow down the Soviet player, get the allied player into the late game. Now Battle Lab already out for Osama.
Yeah, radar out for Abdo. He makes a Deso, forcing the GIs back, and yeah, Osama taking up really quickly, has a sniper.
Yeah. Oh, that sentry on the cliff, so annoying. And a Grand Cannon already out as well. Osama making it very clear he's looking to try to slow this game down. Yeah, and I think that's the right idea. The Eagles are out now. Time to get some value from the skies. And asking Abdo the question. Abdo says, "What are you going to do?" Abdo says, "I'm going to tech up." Battle Lab out.
It's interesting that we didn't see any more pressure from the Soviet player early on. A little bit surprised there, and at this point, it's going to be hard for him to respond.
Yeah, it's very odd. I mean, as an allied player, it's exactly what you want. You know, you want to say no rush SimCity for the first 3 minutes. I'm surprised they're not in range of that cannon right now. It's odd to me. But yeah, so I'm surprised to not see, or at least Abdo dangling. You know, making. Kind of chipping around, baiting some defensive structures or something, but Abdo just comfortable sitting back here. He's only on one war factory. His tech's not really where he wants it. Yeah,
and he keeps losing buildings to these Eagles, which is the worst position.
Yeah, so now he's got his IC up, but the timer's not going here. And he's not flat cannon walling. Say if he had a flat cannon wall right now, I'd say, well, he doesn't have much, but he has a flat cannon wall, so at least he's not going to get eaten alive. But he doesn't even have a flat cannon wall. In fact, instead of that, he has flak troopers.
Yeah, I mean, it's very interesting. Like, also Abdo and also Trunk, they both went allied versus my allied. They did not go Soviet. They might just not be comfortable facing allied as Soviet.
Yeah, just a little bit confused, I guess. Now, I will say, very nice build here from Abdo. Look how open he's kept his lanes through his base. A lot of times, players, if you just haphazardly throw your buildings down, you won't have the ability to move your flak tracks around. So I like that he's kept the lanes open so that his flak tracks can move around. And now the flak cannons are coming out, but there's prisms and mirages and a BF. Let's go.
This is very problematic for Abdo. The question is, can he survive until the IC, right? That's the only question everyone's asking right now. Desos? The snipers.
He's not. Oh, that was a huge Deso bomb. What was Osama thinking? What did he think was gonna happen? Osama, you don't know about the Deso bomb, Osama? Let me tell you about the Deso bomb. Force shield saves the IC bottom right.
Nice, yeah, no, Osama debating that. He was expecting the force shield to come out, which is why he's hanging around. The force shield to end, and he gets.
The Eagles didn't drop their bombs. Wow. Hovers the Eagles, takes the IC, and wastes the force shield. Wow, that was heads up from Osama.
Yeah, that's why he's a pro. Very, very heads up move there.
And any of you guys who are enjoying these smaller maps, we got a 180 turn coming up this weekend in Blitz 2v2 quick match. We are doing massive maps. Polier's making a new map pool of 5 big maps. So this weekend we have a Blitz 2v2 quick match tournament or event going on. Whoever gets top 5 players get the most cash. Oh, all those Desos smoked in the face. Anyway, 5 big maps, Blitz 2v2 quick match. You can come play, queue up, redalert2.com. Come join the fun. On the doorstep now, taking advantage of that higher ground, and that BF with the sniper is wrecking people right now. Desos do get down.
Oh, huge Deso bomb right there. That was absolutely phenomenal. But Osama's in a position where it doesn't matter. He's so defended in base that Abdo has no counteroffensive without an Iron Curtain, and that Iron Curtain has been sniped. And here it is, trying to get sniped again. Can the flak tracks defend this time? Is Abdo on top of his game?
Oh. Takes a nuclear reactor instead. Not a bad idea. He wouldn't have made it to the IC.
Yeah, but this does put Abdo low power again, delaying the IC again, and the Chronosphere now is out.
Chronosphere out. Yeah, that could be the offensive weapon that Osama needs. Osama, I'm a little bit confused about Osama. Like, a BF with snipers is a great counter for Desos, but it's not bulletproof. Like, you can't just throw a couple snipers in a BF and then think that the Deso bombs are never going to work. I mean, Osama has gotten absolutely smoked in the face by 2 Deso bombs. It's what's made this a game so far. And now that BF has 5 snipers in it. rinse and repeat. We're going to do it again.
Both players completely broke the Iron Curtain. Counting down, it's 10 seconds away. What kind of offensive value can Abdo get? He needs to make something happen. He needs to get some serious value. I like this, going to the left where he has more maneuverability. Rocketeer's coming in to be annoying. Backs up a little, interesting. He can pop the IC. Not sure why he's backing up so much. Not sure what he's waiting for. He definitely should use it.
Yeah.
Gonna go down to the bottom again. Where's the IC, Abdo?
Oh,
he wants to get base value.
Yeah, he wants. Yeah, so into the belly of the beast. Now he's gapped up, so he's going a little bit blind, but he's not even picking a target. Deso's
going for an oil here on the left as the Kirov comes in and gets value as well. And the Kirov goes down as well. So Abdo getting nothing, has no army, he's dead.
Hell of a defensive effort there from Osama. It was a nice force shield, countered the Kirov.
That's funny. He went low power, so the flak tracks didn't finish the job.
Yeah, so now that BF again can lead the charge, and look at the Deso just marching out of the barracks, getting smoked in the face.
Absolutely, and a great game here from Osama. I'm just surprised Abdo didn't use the map to his advantage at all. Didn't pressure early. Didn't get any value we would be expecting from a Soviet player.
Yeah,
very well played from Osama.
You know, the way he played was almost like, you know, sometimes you get a faction pick that you're not, you know, it's not your faction pick, so you just don't really play your game and you plan to win the next one. But this was his faction pick. This was Abdo was supposed to win this point. It's best of 3. Like Abdo's a Soviet player. He wanted that win. So Osama picking up an allied win here. Now Osama gets Soviet. You know, we might this could, you know, now Abdo has to fight off the ropes. Tough position, but weird. I mean, it's one of those ones like Osama did good, but it's like what was that? I don't know what Abdo was doing.
Mr. Cricket. How dare you?
Yeah, 3-hour dude. Come on, man. You've been at work again? Cricket, so we've talked about this, man. You
can't be going. Who works in the middle of the day?
Dude, going to work? That's Ed's excuse, too. I'm in America, so the time you stream is noon for me on weekdays. I'm like, Ed, this whole, like, family, your kids, and work thing, it's getting a little old, man. RA to the moon. That's not the important thing. It's the only thing. 4 lights with the sub. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Indeed. So now Abdo getting the Egyptian bug, just to keep the suspense going a little bit longer.
I like that. Hey, the viewers are still going up, man. I'll tell you what, all this lag, the viewers love the lag. You know, it's kind of interesting because so there's an interesting experiment. All right, hold on. Let me focus on.
I really gotta be.
Do it. Yeah, that's exactly right. No family, no kids, no time for that stuff. All right, guys. Stay tuned. He's going to reset real quick. Keep the energy going. I'm going to play the song. Actually, let's play a little game. Wait, do I still have these sound effects somewhere? I feel like I used to have a button that would... What is this?
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Oh, that's the button I use when people are trolling me. We haven't had any trolls today. What's up with you guys in the chat? Why are you... Everyone's being all positive today. No one's grinding my gears, whining about anything. PMA, boys. Positive mental attitude. I want to commend each and every one of you in the chat for keeping it positive today. All right. Here we go. Let's get it going. Oh, fuck. I didn't set his color. Oh, my gosh. I randomly got his color? No way. I didn't set his color, and it randomly picked right. You love to see that, boys. Wow. Things really coming up. Now he's not loading. Come on. Wait. We have 100 and... Wait, is that right? Someone on YouTube, I can't see. How many viewers do we have on YouTube right now? I have more viewers on YouTube than Twitch? Wait, that's so funny. I'm always streaming on Twitch thinking like, come on, YouTubers, you got to come over to Twitch. There's not that many of you. Twitch is the big one. And now there's more viewers on YouTube than Twitch? Am I a YouTube streamer? I didn't even know.
Wow.
Dude, more
Is that
viewers.
an upgrade?
That's crazy, huh? More viewers on YouTube than Twitch. I'm a YouTube streamer, Snark. Did you know? I didn't know.
I did not. I wasn't aware.
Wow.
I was not aware. I always thought you were a Twitch streamer.
I always identified as one. Apparently, I'm a YouTube. I'm gonna start telling people. Wow, more. So 250 total. So we must have like 100 on Twitch and 150 on YouTube. Okay. Wow. Interesting.
Awesome stuff. All right. So
All
I
right.
see we got the Egyptian bug for a second time.
Yeah, we got them all out of the way. We figured you were in the bathroom anyway.
Good point. Good point. I appreciate that. I'll mention it to Abdul later. Come on, Osama. Come on. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, but everyone, all the old people, obviously, a lot of viewers are older. Actually, you know, it's actually not true. A lot of my viewers are like 20, like it's like 20 to 35, then like 35 to 50, and like those groups are pretty even. So we have as many people in their 20s as we do over 30, although we think of it as an older game. But
That's interesting. You have as many viewers in their 20s as older ones?
yeah, isn't that interesting? So it does. Well, that's the YouTube anyway. So it is spread a little bit wider than you'd think. And it has gotten spread wider over time. When I first started, it was mostly the older people. We've got some younger people, but the YouTube live streaming algorithm. I used to live stream. I'd have like 150 on Twitch and 20 on YouTube. It was like literally 0. So, okay.
I suppose more people are getting exposed to your videos, and when they see you live, they actually want to catch it.
Yeah, I guess that's what that Marco Kean World Cup from 2 years ago has like the algorithms like started loving that recently, and I think that's bringing in a lot more new people. Okay. Oh, they each didn't load one? Okay. Oh, and Abdo. Oh, Abdo didn't load 2. Oh, it's Abdo. Yeah, just a normal bug. Is it just a normal bug? It's just a normal bug for players out of Egypt. Just a normal. It's just normal. It's like just normal. I don't know what happens in the games I'm in. Now they're both not gonna load. Come on.
Oh my god. Oh, should we try our luck with a different tunnel, or I mean?
I feel like the
Dude,
Egyptian bug.
Normally
I just smash my head till it works. Like.
Yeah. If there's like a 30% chance of it happening, and then you have 2 players, so it's like a 60% chance of happening. Just got unlucky. What do you say? What's the percentage of it happening?
I mean, I feel like when Osama is playing, it happens 30% of the time. Yeah, I don't think of it as being an Abdo bug, but apparently it is.
It's any players out of Egypt get it.
Wait, is that actually? Are you just saying that? You're just saying that.
I've seen it with Abdo and Osama constantly.
Okay, so that's okay. That's our 2 players. That's, I mean, it's a small sample size, but okay.
Yeah, but it's like a big sample size when it comes to the amount of Egyptian players.
True. I don't know. Who was the other? Oh, we did have another Egyptian player. Who was that? Super, I think, or something. Wasn't he?
Super. Yeah. A long time ago. I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah, what happened to that guy? Okay, here we go.
Let's do it this time.
This is the time. I'm feeling it.
So the winner's Snark by default. Yes. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. I didn't even see that one coming.
Absolutely. Love that.
Abdo gets allied.
If everybody spams Yuri in chat, it's going to fix the...
Yeah, let's get a Yuri.
Fix the bug.
Let's spam a Yuri. I know. I think it's funny, the YouTubers, because they're all like these older people, and I'm like, and all my gimmicks on Twitch are so uninteresting to them. I'm like, if you come to Twitch, you can spam a Yuri. Look at the panda Yuri. Now you guys want to come to Twitch. You know, there's only like 48-year-olds who are like, I don't even understand why there is a Yuri panda in the first place. Like, it's important. Yuri Panda matters. Okay, Abdo red, Osama yellow. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers.
Oh my God. All right. Let's go. Come on, Abdo. Come on, Osama. You can do it this time. We believe in you. Let's. Abdo.
Yes.
Oh.
Let's go, boys.
Oh. The Yuri worked.
Love that. Wow, the Yuri Panda. Yeah, the Twitchers, it's the YouTubers over there. It's the Twitchers doing all the work, doing all the heavy lifting, spawning the Yuri Panda. Wow. Okay, here we go, guys. Point number 2. It is best of 3, so not much time here for Abdo to get his feet underneath him. Abdo now with Allied top left, Osama with Soviet, so they did swap. If we do get to match point 3, they will get to pick their own factions. Here we go. But yeah, I think the delays, Snark. I think the delays kind of get the hype because it really is. It's that every time that loading bar comes up, there's this little dopamine hit of like, will it happen? You know, it's really kind of like gambling. Like every time the wheels spin, and I read an interesting study that was like a Skinner's box experiment with pigeons. And if you give a pigeon a lever, and every time he hits the lever, it's a random probability that he'll get a piece of food. If you give him that lever, he'll hit it nonstop. He'll smash his head till it bleeds. He'll abandon his children to hit the lever to randomly get food. But if you give him a lever that just gives him a piece of food every 5 hits, he'll just sit there like a regular person and just hit it rhythmically over and over and eat his food. But there's something about the unpredictability in our brains that we love. And that's why when you watch the past videos, you know everything is going to load. There's no unpredictability. Here, you don't know what's going to happen. The whole game might crash. All right, here we go. The pillbox down. The Rhino's on. Osama the aggressor. The GI's in the fight.
And this is what we were expecting to see out of Abdo the previous game, but he didn't really use the offensive advantage here, and Osama forcing down pillboxes. This is going to slow down. He's not going to be able to do what Osama did and just build up to tech immediately, because he is forced to put down pillboxes, he is forced to make GIs, and this is what you expect to see the Soviet player do in the beginning of a game.
Yeah, exactly what you expect him to do. And also, you know, not even just money, but the cost of his attention, the cost of his clicks, and presumably that can slow down on the back end as well. But this is what you want, this jabbing, this dangling as the aggressor, the Soviet player early on. Assert map control, force the Allied player out of their element, make them walk their GIs around, having to pick back up their sandbags over and over and over again. It's a pain in the ass. Now, four on the cliff. Splitting up the map. I love this. Osama looking to end things, man. Blood in the water. Can Abdo hang on?
Wow, dude, the aggression is real as he gets that oil. A Grand Cannon comes out to defend. 2 more Rhinos. These are going to go down. Double AFC now for Abdo, hoping to get some value with those Eagles. 4 War Factories for Osama. 4, Ivor.
The War Factories are material. He's got 6K in the bank and 4 War Factories, absolutely dialed in. But look at his side of the map, right? He hasn't had to build a single sentry gun. He hasn't had to waste money on conscripts. He's focused his money on what matters, and that is sheer Rhino numbers. Get the Rhinos out before we get into a mid-game, before the Eagles can start picking targets. Abdo needs to get the Eagles downfield and needs to start controlling these War Factory numbers as soon as possible. But Osama's there with the flak tracks to defend. See if he can set himself up here.
Absolutely. Trying to get that oil. He's going to get that oil in a War Factory, which is nice, but Osama's already gotten 3 oils this game.
Osama's picked up. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. I'm not keeping good track of that. So Abdo's locked. Well, and you can see it on the scoreboard here as Abdo's bottoming out, and that's devastating because he wants to be able just to throw his Eagles, lose them, build them, throw them, spam pillboxes. He wants to be able to battle Lab Tech. We're at the 4-minute mark, and instead he's stuck building oils. Abdo needs to get the Eagles back in the sky, man. Those Eagles are juiced up. They need to go.
Absolutely, and this is exactly why we're disappointed in the previous game, where Abdo went straight for tech as the Soviet player, allowing the Allied player to just build up. Osama not falling for that and getting value early on, losing so many Eagles for a single oil.
He needed a War Factory. For a War Factory, I would have been like, eh. For an oil, at this point in the game, it's not worth it. He needs to control these War Factory numbers. And that was too many oils. That was too many Eagles to pay for an oil. He doesn't have the money for it. Tough.
Yeah, and I was Osama gearing up there. So, I love these paradrops on these cliffs.
Yeah.
That's super annoying. Now a gap generator as well. Although Osama's not going to attack through here. He's going to go across the center and attack from the left side for sure.
Yeah, a sniper. He's got some snipers out to deal with the fodder, but I think this is GG Rhino numbers, to be perfectly honest with you. It's annoying. You can only have one cannon at a time, so in order to reposition it, you have to sell it, then build another one. Really, really tough. I think that's GG's.
Yeah, now Osama, oh my god, so many rhinos. Like you said, GG Rhino numbers is the term we're looking for. And he just crashes through the Allied army. And a classic Soviet game from Osama, destroying the Allied player.
Yeah, and yeah, I mean, that game wasn't surprising to me. What was surprising is that Abdo didn't do that the game before. And this is such a Soviet-favored map that you'd think Soviet would have done that both points. We would have gone to match point. Abdo, just a little bit of a lapse in judgment there in his first Soviet point. But anyway, sometimes we get so hung up on talking about one player did wrong. Osama, of course, played really, really well today. Beat a lot of players, took him down. Osama.
Absolutely.
Oh, Snark. I'm worn out, man. Did you drink all that coffee?
Dude, I drank the entire... No, it was just a cup. I was joking when I said jug, but yeah, I absolutely finished that cup of coffee. Dude, 3 hours and a half, non-stop action, endless lag, great matches. That was a fun day, but yeah, worn out is the right word. 3.5 hours.
Yep.
Holy moly.
You guys really lived through it this evening. The YouTubers and the Twitchers all coming together, playing so nicely, keeping it positive. And Fight Club event, BO1.
First rule of Fight Club is
semi-pro players, pro players, you love to see it. Snark, different parts of the world, man. I'm just starting my day. You're drinking coffee to try to extend your day. That's a funny thing, man. Funny world.
Midnight. I've been up since 7 a.m.
Oh, man. All right, Snark, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the games, man. It was a good day. We'll talk to you later, man.
Thanks for having me, man. Absolutely awesome. See ya.
Later. All right, guys. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as we did. I think it's fun because secretly, me and Snark would just be doing this without streaming. That's all we really want to do is sit around and watch people play this game. But it's much more fun when you guys are here because then instead of telling people, oh, I watch people play video games, I get to say, oh, I'm a streamer. It's this whole official thing. Look, I'm wearing a collared shirt. That's how you know it's official. When secretly, all I really want to do is watch top-level players play my favorite childhood game. Any of you guys who missed it, we did have a semi-pro division before this. Shout out to all those players. Knife, Woo, Lloyd, and Shamu. GG's up there. More GG's down here. This was a fun format. I used to run these kind of, like today we had 9 players show up, BO1s, round robin. I used to run these more back in the day. They just got a little bit more difficult. The more players you have, the more likely you are to have a player lag or be annoying or not show up or whatever the case. So it does create a little bit more work, but get some really exciting games. Today was a good one for it. So I think we will maybe try to run some more of these. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out. Again, guys, if you missed me saying it 357 times, redalert2.com. Tell your friends, tell your family, tattoo it on your forehead. Oh, I think I have a replay to play. Let's see if my replay button works. Does this work? Oh! Oh, look at that. We got the replay. I need to get my replay button going better. Okay, so all right, it's gonna loop. Wait for the loop. Wait for the loop. You're gonna see it's gonna restart any second now. Is it gonna loop? It's supposed to. I totally forgot this was a thing. This is sick. I should be using this way more. Oh, there it is. So Snark, Prism Tank's in. The Force Shield comes. His Rockies dive down the top side, take out an oil. Yeah, the Prism Tanks, that is crazy. Snark's Prism Tanks on that left side were in range of that MCV, but the Force Shield came. I gotta use that replay more. That's cool. Cool. Yeah, anyway. All right, let's raid someone on Twitch. We'll send you guys somewhere, and we're gonna get out of here. I'm gonna be off for a while, the next month or so. Getting married, honeymooning. Getting married, headed to Aruba. Gonna be off for about a month, and then I'll be back, and the project will continue. Of course, the project very simple. RA to the moon. More people watching, playing, and streaming Red Alert 2. That's what it's all about around here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, redalert2.com. All right, we're gonna raid this random streamer who has 4 viewers. But he's streaming you're thinking, oh, do you know this guy? No, I don't. But he's streaming Red Alert too, so he's a fan, or he's a supporter of the movement. Honeymoon to the moon. All right, guys. Thanks again. See you later.